God. God damn it, Dylan. Oh. So, welcome back after a very extended break for more Borderlands D&D. And in lieu of said break, we have a bit more of a thorough recap to get everybody back up to speed this time. So, after finishing searching the sunken sea, the party decided to head to Opportunity in search of Dakin in an attempt to catch him before he got passage to Promethea. Upon arriving in Opportunity, the group found a spaceship loading cargo, questioned the foreman, and for the captain's whereabouts. A small conversation led the group to the Thresher Pit, where they found the captain in the Sky Bridge, interconnected piece linking 3 of the skyscrapers around the arena. After a bit of back and forth questioning via gambling, leading to the party garnering both info and ill will from the captain, the matches proceeded to start. In the middle of the first match, Smeet was, fortunately or unfortunately, most likely, kicked from the skyscraper, the sky bridge into a free fall entrance to the fight pit. After a brief bout with Smeet emerging the victor, the party discussed what to do about the suspicious individuals they had noticed amongst the crowd in the first one. In this little intermission, however, they also met a fun new individual, Milo, who had information for the group, at least a little bit of a warning. And after a brief discussion, they parted ways, with the party being tentatively suspicious about them. The second bout opened up with Barry kicking one of the suspicious individuals that they noticed earlier into the arena, while a few moments afterwards, the second one shot a dart at the Thresher in the pit, causing it to mutate and send waves through the stadium. And skyscrapers as a wormhole started to open on its head. As the shockwave rippled across the bridges, knocking everybody about, Nessa managed to spot her brother Evans across the bridge, though unfortunately nobody else had yet. The party took off in different routes to escape the Mayhem, Thresher, and Evans. After regrouping, the party decided to use the chaos to steal the Iridian translator from Skullcracker at the behest of Clay. Taking an educated guess and searching one of the buildings, luckily they got it right, and locating the vault he had stashed inside one of them, the party unfortunately triggered an alarm while attempting to break in. This led to a brief altercation and fight with Skullcracker and a few of his lackeys. That ended just as Nessa also managed to crack in the vault. Which we ended literally as the fight was ending, and the fight outside was continuing to rage on as the Lance bombardment continued, and the massive Thresher is still floating, which is now floating and flying through the air, continues to run rampant around the city. I believe the only other bit of note for you guys is that Clay is not currently with you. He is off trying to find his truck and get it back towards this direction so the party can try to use it as an escape. However, that said, it is good to note that while you are all here and starting to crack open the vault and get into it, the roaring and explosions following it, assumably from the fight with the Thresher, are starting to get closer. So we'll open up there. The vault door here just opened. Everybody's just finished up their fighting. I believe people were just picked up off the ground from where a few of you are in rough spots, or were getting themselves up. I will admit to not being entirely sure which of those it was. It has been a long minute since the last session.
Crystal was down. I think Barry was fucked up but still standing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Barry was just damaged but standing.
I want to say Crystal revived with a seal.
And then went back down.
Oh, and then you went back down. So
and
Crystal's
then got
currently
back up and then back down.
And then got
so
picked
Crystal's
back up.
Currently down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, initiative is over, so if anybody wishes to take an attempt to pick her up, you can do so before death saves kick in.
Barry's alrightish. Not happy, but I was right. Yeah, so I can get him up.
Before we get too far in, and I forget, you remember that one of the opening moves that Lance made while coming in was bombarding the bridge to opportunity with several explosives.
Oof.
I have a lot of dice on my floor now. I accidentally knocked over the big dice cup that Dylan got me.
Can I cure wounds, Crystal?
Yeah, you can bounce across the room real quick from the door and pick Crystal up.
I threw Schmeat the guy's lungs.
Well, doesn't she still have Rex?
That is something for you guys to keep track of. I do not.
I have been keeping Rex in my backpack all this time.
So yeah, you can
so
see
I can
Mr.
just
Rex.
kill her. Yeah.
I like the picture. He's just in Rex is just in the backpack, and they get the signal. They just churn and jab a needle through said backpack into Crystal.
Unless Rex died from the shockwave impact of the AoE stuff.
Impossible.
I've been counting Rex since they're fully enveloped in the backpack, just leaving them alone for the moment. That's just a lot to keep track of otherwise.
Otherwise,
If they were out and free, yeah, I would be more worried about it, but they're enclosed in the backpack and technically surrounded by part of Crystal's
That's
shield.
9 health for you.
Rip the fill.
How much health did you say?
9.
Yay, thank you.
Yay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was
Thanks, Rex.
face deep in someone's chest cavity.
All right, what would you guys like to do? Like I said, a reminder. Just keep in mind, there may be a time limit in this area as noises are getting closer.
So I'm
Scoop
in
the
the
stuff
vault.
from those guys and let's get inside.
Let's go and find your stuff. Well, it's
In
ours
the
now.
vault.
In the vault.
Hey, Matt.
All right, you open
Mhm.
it. Yes.
I don't remember getting a loot list out of these guys.
We didn't.
Yeah, because y'all literally just finished the fight and haven't had a chance to go through anything.
Yeah.
You have the loot ready, at least to slap and like copy paste.
Scoop and run.
The loot for them, that's going to be a long list of stuff that I do not have in my thing to copy paste yet. But I have it.
Because you know,
It'll take
all
a
right.
minute.
Yep.
Also,
You know
you
we're
guys
taking
really
that
do not have time right now to stop and
Okay,
figure out
so we
what
can
they
go
do.
through it later on. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless you see anything mission critical among their kit. Like big giant key to door, right?
Door is open.
I meant more
Open the
metaphorical,
door.
Matt. I meant more metaphorical.
Oh, fair. Sorry.
Take those elemental guns off the thing that fucking sledgehammer down Crystal's health.
Oh, the shotguns the bot had.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you guys want to check that, whoever's checking out the vault, I will give a list, and whoever wants to check out the bodies, very quickly, possibly, make an investigation.
Well, we had two groups across the room of like Nessa and Bertram were back towards the vault, and everyone else was like more at the bodies.
Is the vault small?
Let's go look in the vault, alright? Get it done.
There was one other person. Oh, yeah, Terry was over there. Terry was with
Terry.
Bertram. All right. Whoever's checking out the bodies on the ground, roll an investigation check. I'll get back to you. So the vault has a fairly large sum of things about. There's stacks of money. You see a case of Iridian. What looks like two storage upgrades. And in a case with like a decently well-made case with like the foam inner lining seems to be a grenade mod of some well-known make, of some well-made repute.
They're over there
And
doing that.
K-Bod.
I'm back here with Terry. So, just pointing
Fair.
a finger over at the money / case of Iridian. Grab those things, and I'm looking at the other side, seeing if I can finagle into other stuff.
Yeah, I would say, and then finally on the back wall is a bit of an odd Iridian contraption, maybe the size of like a half briefcase.
Nothing's
There's
catching
so many
my
of the stuff
eyes.
to just echo things or whatever, digitalize it or whatever the fuck you're gonna do. Yeah, this like storage or whatever the fuck we gonna do it.
I
Here's
did not
Matt.
catch any of that. That was just such a back and warble for me. Sorry.
So like the backpacks and everything, right? That we
Yeah.
don't have? Okay. So is there any shit we can just go throw inside that type of echo, whatever the fuck they are?
Well, unless you have a particular item for it, your storage deck only holds ammo and the equipped weapons.
Yeah, fair. All right. I'm gonna grab that
Okay,
grenade
so
pod.
as I was saying,
Does a 12 find
No,
anything
Dylan,
on
you're
the other
currently over
body?
with the other group.
Why? I kept saying I was gonna go to the vault.
He said, yeah, he did say he wanted to run over there.
I did not catch that bit. Sorry.
Yeah, at least 3 occasions out, but yeah.
I mean,
My
if we're,
defense there.
realistically, we're just grabbing the shit off the ground from those bodies and
uh-huh.
throwing them in dirt. And you can give us the loot list later.
Yeah. Okay.
You said it was an investigation check, right?
Correct.
Did
Just
you
to
want
see what
that
you guys
number?
can get off quick. Yeah. Yes, please.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. So you can get some of the what is it? Of note are the 2 shotguns from the bot. The pistols are just normal Mali 1 pistols, so nothing exceptional there. It's just easy to see that they're generic make. On the other one, they have their armor, and their buzz axe seems to be upgraded decently well. And on the final one, on Skullcracker, he does have his exoskeleton, but that is a very involved process to try and get off of him right now, it seems like. Through a various means of it is like a full body encompassing effect, and that there's been numerous upgrades that melds a little bit of it in him. So that is a choice on Skullcracker if you guys want to try to take the time to do that, or if you guys want to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry, you can just grab his body and drag him.
He can, it will slow him down because this is a 6-foot man covered in power armor, basically.
What's the iridium thingy in the vault?
Your best guess is you guys can make an educated guess that it might be the contraption that Clay was after.
I'm in the process of trying to make sure I can get that out of there without anything wrong happening.
Would you like to check for traps or something, or just is that what you're asking, or just grabbing to
If that
make
is
sure you
the
don't break it?
roll, both, basically.
Okay, roll an investigation, please.
Okie doke. 17.
17. 17 is enough. On a lot of it, there isn't much there, like the cases and upgrades and all that. There isn't much. On the device itself, there does seem to be a sensor that's wrapped around it. You don't know what it'll set off, but it does mean that if it's moved, it could set something off.
Can I thieves' tools it in some capacity?
Yeah, I think you could try figure out something to jimmy it in and maybe trick the sensor with a weight.
Alrighty. Second die roll. 23.
23 is more than enough to disable it. Effectively, you pay attention to it. You see like there's a little interface where it's basically coming across and meeting. Where you see it's like coming across, and on the other side there's like a receiver. So if whatever happens, like it moves, and the beam passage, like the beam almost bounces across and would hit the sensor and cause whatever it happens off. You just like wedge in a thin mirror into like the little crack, so it's just hitting that and going up. And when you pull it off, that way it won't hit the sensors on the other side to trigger said effect.
Alright, let's get her out of here.
All right. Terry is currently just basically shoving all of the money he can into his bags. And he's just like, my bag's full, I need another one.
Barry gives him his.
He's just gonna be like, if you guys are willing to help him shovel it, he's just gonna be taking backpacks and shoveling money in.
Is there anything? There's that special grenade mod you said, right?
Correct.
Anything on that? I asked person who just did the check. Eric's.
That
I
wasn't
ran
a
over
check, but a
to it, I
checkout.
had to deal the other thing.
Yeah, no, he was dealing with the thing. Nobody's messed with like what equipment does yet or not. He just did a quick check to see if there was a trap on the
Right.
more important item.
What's his name again? Bertram? Bertram. Hey, Bertram, there any traps or anything else in here you can see? Or is it just...
Or if we're breaking off over there.
Checking out for most of it. Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I say if you want to, we can just use your last roll to go off of that. Checking for most of it.
Sure.
There's one inside of the case, but there's not one for picking up the case with the grenade mod.
Is that a big hum how to deal with, or is it just pick up the case? Here, we'll deal with this later.
You could, from what you can guess, you could just pick up the case and deal with it later.
So I just like lift it off the thing and say, "There's a thing inside. Don't jostle it too hard."
All right, deal with that later.
I feel like that would be a concern for any other person in the party.
Meh.
Besides maybe Shmeet. Alright, I do want to ask, because I did mention the exoskeleton of Skullcracker. What are you guys trying to do there?
Are there any clear connection points we can just cut off to remove parts
He has
of his
clear
body?
connection points at intervals in both of his arms, and one up the top of his head and one going down the back of the armor.
I would like to cut them off. By which I mean cut through his flesh to just separate him from those points.
Okay, so you guys are going to spend a few minutes to try and break this down and get him out.
I'm gonna call Clay.
Right, you guys are going to spend a few minutes on that. You want to call Clay? It doesn't take long to answer given the situation, and you hear a panic. Yeah, and then a boom in the background.
Hey,
And
we
his
got the.
engine rev.
Pretty sure we got the thingy. I think he can get to us.
I believe I can give it a shot. Where y'all at? And you hear the tire screeching as he swerves.
Give him the relative location of where we came in here at.
Okay, still back at the scrapers. Give me a few minutes to try and navigate through all this. It is a little hectic out here right about now.
Yeah, it's pretty fair. Crystal's dissecting Skullcracker at the moment for some reason.
I want his suit.
She wants his suit. I don't know. I think it'll fit her, but I mean, we could probably make it work somehow.
Maybe not. But I want it. So I'm taking it.
I'll try to get there. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. Do we have an escape route or anything for getting out of here?
Not yet. No. Another screech along with some gunfire.
All right,
Haven't
we
had a
can work
chance
that out
to
on.
check for things.
Yeah, we can work that out on the way. I'll stop distracting you now. Safe
Appreciate
driving.
that. You just hear another squeal, then you hear some crunching in the background as the line clicks off.
Clay's on the way.
All right. So Matt, you said there's some upgrade mods or something in that room as well.
2 storage
like that.
upgrades.
2 storage upgrades. What kind of storage upgrades? Just general or
Like, for like ammo and
More
stuff.
guns?
Effectively.
yeah, no, I know, but I mean, like, was it more like
He
I
wants
don't
to
know how
know
you're doing
what
this.
type.
This is this is generally like
Yeah.
2 upgrades that you can just use on an ammo thing. It's a generalized upgrade you can use on one of your ammo counts. Otherwise,
Not-
for the moment,
would anyone mind if I take one of this so I can have more grenades and more explosives?
Just grab it. We'll look at it all later. Come on, building's coming down eventually.
it is very much so rattling and shaking.
I grabbed that and then 2 I grabbed that as much of the money as I can.
Right. You guys are shuffling money. Actually, you know what? Roll.
Counterpoint, the pirate's doing most of it, and they have pirate abilities.
You know what? Pirate abilities. I'm gonna have him roll with advantage for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the advantage was good because one of those would have been really bad, like set the money on fire bad.
Excellent.
The other one is not.
About sending a message.
It's about sending a message. Well, the person you'd send it to is dead, so...
Doesn't matter if they receive it.
True. You guys are spending a few minutes shoveling money. Would somebody like to roll a d4?
Eric, that's your die.
Sure. Random chance, go. 3.
3, okay. Make a...
I'll make a...
This is for... No, it's just gonna take a few minutes to take off, basically, yeah. Yeah, so you guys have a few moments here. Would you like to do anything?
Am I grabbing the iridium? Sirens in
Yeah.
our group might need that.
I believe
Okay,
Bartram told Terry to shove it in the bag before the money.
It was included with the everything getting shoved in.
Okay. Grenade mod storage thing. We got the translator. We got getting the money. Is there anything else we're forgetting about in here?
Make sure the door doesn't shut on us.
That would suck. It looks like there might be a terminal in here, but that would be more time to try and get into it and deal with. But otherwise, everything you guys grabbed would be like the loose loot you could grab.
Crash, crash,
Not
rattle,
my
scream.
business.
Yep. So I was taking a few minutes to look up how long it takes to take full armor off.
A long time.
A long time.
How about if I go help you guys just rip? How about if I go in there to help and just rip it off? Just for strike.
Alright,
No.
again, I want to reiterate, this is a full exoskeleton with multiple interlinked points into the dude's body. Ripping it out would not work well.
Which is why I decided to just cut the body apart instead of ripping it out. I don't want to damage it.
It just takes a while because you have to get in around exoskeletons to cut pieces and then cut through a person.
Also, Crystal has
I
a
don't really
buzz
know
saw
who's-
to make things.
I don't really know who's even going to use it. So I mean, all right, sure.
I don't know if Crystal has a normal knife or anything.
I mean, using buzz axes, hacking through people.
Honestly, they're pretty
You know,
well
with
suited to the
motorized
text.
axe. It's actually pretty well suited to use that.
Everybody make a deck save, please.
Who'd- So would that put everyone in the vault near Tanya, and then would that just
Oh,
put
that's funny.
everyone but Crystal?
Yeah, pretty well.
All right.
I'm proficient.
I got
That's
a 10.
weird.
Well, now you have a 15, hopefully.
No,
That's
I don't
funny.
think you get deck saves because you started with the Illrigger class.
I told you, I
A
got a
10.
10.
I am.
But I was answering Thad.
16.
Okay.
Is that with your +5?
If it's in the magic aura o paladin stuff, then it's a 15. But
Okay.
it's
Who
not.
was in that magical aura of paladins?
Everybody
I think
but you.
Okay, I have 15. Wait,
Okay.
no, I don't have 18.
So,
Yeah.
Tex got 17 with the magical aura goobers, and Nessa got 21 with the magical aura goobers.
Okay. So
Also
the
21.
important... Oh, wait, Terry.
Harry!
Terry did decent. So thankfully, the important here is no one got a natural one and accidentally slammed the door shut.
Yeah.
As you hear a loud explosion and a bone-rattling screech as the entire building shakes with an impact of something large smashing into it.
Yeah, that thing. Progress update?
about
On which one?
Our
I don't know if you're
ability
asking
to
me or
leave.
asking somebody else something.
That was Outlaw.
Sorry.
Update, we should probably go outside and be ready for Clay to pick us up. Barry, can you just help? Barry, can we just drag the body outside and continue the dismemberment there?
Yes, sir. Barry just picks up the body and just what's the over-the-shoulder fireman carry, or whatever. Where like the back end, just like
No, this
Yeah.
is like a full two-handed carry.
oh dear.
This is like like I said, this is like a 6-foot man in power armor.
I'm just going to shift my gravity with him. So I'm heading towards the door. So I'm just standing on top of someone. Or, you know what? I'm going to stand on the side of Barry.
It's 19. That's strength check, right?
That'll help him move it.
Yeah.
But it won't move it on its own.
Could I just like stand like draped across his back?
I'd assumed you were out. I thought you'd ask for a strength check, right?
No, it was just gonna slow you down.
All right.
Half movement.
I'll lower it down to a 10-foot reduction with the gravity helping.
Alrighty. Just gotta get to the car.
As you guys start to make your way to the exit, you are still in the building. On the way down, I'll need you all to make another deck save.
19 plus 3. 22.
As you hear more screeching, thrashing, and you guys watch outside as a couple of the tendrils from the beast swing past the window before carving down into the building farther down.
Assuming Paladin, it's above 20.
Same.
Okay.
Above 20.
Assuming Paladin?
At this point, yeah, I think everybody's together.
Okay. So Nessa got a 13 with that, and Tex got over 20.
I think just Schmeat left, unless I missed his.
Oh shit, what are we rolling this time?
Deck saves.
Oh shit, we're rolling another deck save?
Yeah, you guys are still inside of said building that's coming down.
Oh, gotcha. 19.
Okay. As you guys are running along the way, everybody is just trying to make decent pace. Even with Barry being slowed down, he's still up to the pace of most normal people, I believe. And as you guys are making your way down and through one of the stairwells, not trusting the elevators probably. Power's off the elevators, let's say. Make your way down one of the stairwells. As you're running down it, Nessa hits one, goes to take a step down as the whole building shakes. And it slams her into the side as the railing cracks, and you are going to fall a floor.
Immediately
And
go,
we're just trying
shit, run over there.
6 points of damage, and you're thrown flat on the ground trying to catch your breath for a minute.
Investigate the hole. She land okay?
She's on one of the landings. Just cracked the ground a tiny bit. Or more accurately, the ground's cracking from everything. But she just hit it pretty hard and rough.
Do we need to give her a rope?
I think she's in front of us right now, so we just need to catch up to her.
She just fell down the stairwell a couple floors.
Okay.
She's ahead of you guys. You guys are just rushing. You guys can rush to catch up. She's just on the ground for a few moments, like...
You okay, Nessa? Didn't crack your head, did you?
I don't think the floor's stable.
Let's help her get up.
These guys grab her hand and pull her up on her feet, and that brings it down to 1.
How much damage did you say it took?
Only 6. You only felt like 2
Oh.
flips.
Okay.
As you guys are rushing out the final bit, that is 1. That is the final bit. Unfortunately, this is when the building will start to creak and groan and twist just a tad too far. And you get to see this first, Crystal, because highest passive perception. I think anybody above let's say above a 15 or above could catch the side of this. It's not very subtle.
Yeah.
As you guys catch out the window, you see in the reflection of a number of the buildings as the top of this had the thresher wrapped around it and slamming into other things, into some of the aerial vehicles the Lance brought, and vice versa. And as it starts to thrash at one of the large ones and pull on it and pull it down, it leans with it, and the building starts to tumble, and the whole thing is starting to twist and fall.
How high up are we?
You guys climbed several floors up. Probably on like the 5th or 6th floor at this point.
And the direction that the
Alright.
building is falling, is it the same side we're on?
On the stairwell side, yes. That is why you can see it falling down in the way.
So what about if we only have a passive perception of like 12?
You don't
You
see it
notice anything?
happening.
Yep. So
You're a little
Building's gone,
distracted because the heavy dude is getting caught on like a corner for a second, and you're like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck," and you're trying to get him untangled.
Odin's going. You might have to go out the window. Barry, you might need to just throw that guy through the window so we can all go out quicker.
Might
And
want to
pick him
go
up
out
off the ground later.
a different window though, because it's falling that way.
Yeah.
Like those over
Not
there.
that-
If it's, not too far.
You can get out of this stairwell and try to go out a different way.
That's the hope.
Yeah, you're catching that on one of the things as you come down past a landing.
So poke head through the nearest non-stairway door, and see what the situation is.
Yeah, poking your head through there, you can see there's windows on like any of the sides not being falling. That is fair. There are windows over there. As the whole place is starting to crumple, and you see a lot of the windows start to crack and shatter, or what few remained.
Right, that
were
way,
already
move.
broken.
right.
All right, athletics check from everybody, please.
Do I still need to make one of those just riding on Barry's
No.
back? Okay.
A what check?
I'll say, Barry, you have disadvantage because you're dragging a person.
A what check?
Athletics.
So what's a 10 get me?
Good to know.
Can I give myself disadvantage in case someone else isn't gonna make it?
What?
You haven't rolled yet.
I haven't. And this is a
I'll let you
emergency
affect
situation.
somebody, but the problem, I'll let you affect somebody who hasn't given their number yet. So,
I wasn't assuming that Barry was gonna fuck up.
that's fair. I'll let you give it to
What?
somebody. Choose who you want to give it to before you
I
give
was
it.
fine
Do we
until he
get
gave
the
me
plus 4?
disadvantage.
I'll say that
You-
Ness is prone to tripping and just fell over. That's a 24 with
That's-
disadvantage.
More than fair. Nessa, you have advantage. That's more than fair.
Mhm.
She did literally just fall 2 floors.
Yep.
It's fine until he gave me disadvantage.
I have disadvantage?
No, you have advantage.
You have advantage.
As
Okay.
Bertram's trying to make sure you get out.
Another dex.
No, this is an athletics check.
Oh, sweet.
Everybody's trying to rush to get out the building and jump.
Do I,
It's basically your check to try and jump and get clear of the building in time as it's
Right.
falling.
do I get
25.
the plus 4?
No, this is a check. This is not a save. Are you okay there, Nessa?
Nessa got a 10.
Okay, we have 2
Hey,
10s.
same as me.
And
You got
10.
advantage.
Yeah, I did. It didn't help me. I got an 8.
Fine.
I tried.
So what's a 10 get us, Matt?
You tried.
Well, I gotta wait for everybody's answer.
Everybody else,
17.
hurry up. 17. There we go.
17.
Waiting
What's
for the
up,
haggling to die down. Oh, he had a 24.
25.
Oh, you got a 24. Sorry, I missed that. And a 25. So.
We just trip and go face forward
No,
out
no.
the window.
This is great. This is great. So you guys all take an immediate barrel out of the stairs running there. Nessa, you're winded. You're still like sucking in air and trying to reinflate your lungs, it feels like. Bertram, you watch as Nessa stumbles as she you can see she's struggling to breathe and trips, and as you run by and she starts to fall forward, you literally just grab the back of her jacket, or the back of her bibs, her work bibs, haul her back up onto her feet, drop as you continue to sprint. And as you are running and sprinting forward, Bertram, Shmi, and Tanya all meet the point where the glass is breaking and just go fling themselves out the window. I'm assuming at least that was the plan, right?
Honestly, the angle should give us almost a slide, unless it's just pure broken glass.
You know what? That's fair.
Fun fly.
You bring up a good point. As it starts to, you fling yourself out the window some, as it starts to tilt, and you guys start to hit the side, and you're just skidding uncontrollably at first because it's still tilting. But before you can start to like skid up your feet and run down the hill that it's starting to slope into. And you have a decent guess that you'll be able to make it to something to either jump off or jump clear before it falls. As you guys are clearing it, however, some problems immediately happen. One, you watch as Tex is running and a beam smashes down into the ground and slams into him and smashes him straight into Nessa, sending them both skidding out of the way and off flat to the ground. You guys will catch this as you clear and drop, I think. And as you guys are going, the giant, the heavy man in the exoskeleton is flung by like one of the shockwaves there, as it's like flung backwards with the building tilting and everything. And you watch as Barry is running and just pulls him backward horizontal, and he starts to skid down the now slanted floor towards the impact of the other building.
If I saw Nessa
I'm
get
not really
taken out
drawing
by
it
a...
right.
Hang on.
God.
Wait, with Crystal still attached to him, right?
Yeah, because I'm
Crystal's
still
currently
attached
attached
and
because she
we've
wasn't
changed
making
our
any checks.
our
Change the
angle
gravity,
of
though.
gravity. So which way are we going?
We can go fly.
You're being pulled by the two body masses that each probably double your weight. It changes
But
your
with what?
gravity. It does
It
not
changes
create a
my
stronger
gravity
pull.
and that of one person. That one person being the one body mass of the dead guy.
Okay.
So that's one body mass being Barry, maybe. But we're still
That
going
person
off
is
in
no
a
longer.
direction.
This is where we get into a weird bit.
Yeah.
That's not a person.
Okay, then he's an object, and Barry can count as a person.
So you're going to change Barry instead of the object. No, I'm asking. Like I'm asking for confirmation. That's it.
You also don't have to change a second person since you were just standing on Barry.
Person, so I was just changing myself and the
Yeah.
object. Then, yeah.
So the body's going flying. What happens to Crystal with the changed gravity?
If the body's being sent flying out of my grip for some reason.
I have an
Then I would
interesting
say-
choice to make of can he change the object or does this work off of like a kind of a carry thing? Because it is an object at this point for how it interacts with stuff.
I have a meanwhile whenever they're done.
That is fair.
So, if he had her gravity, or she had her gravity changed to just be standing on it, when it went flying, wouldn't she just land on Barry since Barry was carrying it,
No,
or just
she was
be-
on Barry, from what I understood.
I was on it, changed
No,
its
that's right.
gravity,
You were
so
on it to
it
change its
was
gravity.
lighter and going towards Barry.
You were trying to like use your gravity to help out.
So would she just gravity towards a window, or the other direction? Nah, she'd be going that way, I guess, towards the window then.
Technically, her gravity would be sliding her into the floor, like slightly against like the angle. It, like she'd land on the ground right now and kind of stay there until she moved. Of course, she could change it again. I'm gonna
does it last?
say, just go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna. It's not important now. I'll decide later the rules of interaction. You can move the gravity on the body instead if you'd like.
Well, I was gonna say, how long does it last?
like 10 minutes per charge. I don't know
Yeah,
how long we've been running for.
Not 10
Yeah.
minutes. Not 10
Okay.
minutes.
Answers that?
Quick question for you before I forget something. Does it cost an extra charge to remove it, or can you just change it during said charge?
I can just change it during the 10 minutes.
Okay, I just wanted to ask for reclarification. I know I gave you an answer, I just didn't want to flip through my notes to find it right yet.
I think it's like a bonus action. I can put it on someone else or change direction.
Yeah, you can change direction and fling it. I'll say the only downside is Barry is still being flung backwards now. You do this in a reaction to it, like slamming him horizontal and sending him skidding. You can save yourself. You can manage to stop like hold your movement, and the things actually, honestly, start to fall whatever direction you want, just because of how it works. But I would say that is still Barry falling towards the bottom of the.
Matthew, you're gone. Oh wait.
Not on our end.
Crystal would also be able to see Nessa.
Oh yeah, and Nessa. who is also hit the ground and is now, as the building starts to lean, will start to skid down.
Therein lies my meanwhile.
Yep, I was going to give him this action real quick to see that, and then I guess I just need to answer what direction you're sending you. Are you sending them so you'll, like, you and the body needs to fly out the windows now, or just to keep you on the ground and not falling?
I would say out the window the way we were going before.
Okay.
Or towards the whole building's falling. Gotta, like, lay on the floor near the window. Like, in that direction.
I have a question, Matt.
I don't know how I'm phrasing this at all.
For clarification here, the building hit and is starting to tilt, so the floor you guys would stand on is now slanted and proceeding to get steeper and steeper. So if you try to stand up there, you will not be able to stand up there for probably about a moment. You'd have to make a choice on what direction to go.
Then
very
out
quickly.
the window would be my direction.
Okay. I'll get back to your question in just a second. I want to give Bertram his thing because he had a meanwhile back towards the start of this.
So we get to the end.
That's fine.
We see Nessa get taken out. Or I see Nessa get taken out by a fucking beam.
From like the collapsing, like it's like one of the structural beams that fell from above.
So she might be
Cass.
pinned and in serious trouble. Can I turn about, shoot the grapple
I'll
gun
give you
back
this.
up there
You
to
saw
get back
her
in the trouble?
Sprawl. I'll give you this. Like I said, it hit her and they sent them sprawling. They're not stuck.
Okay, so not stuck. Didn't see the robot do
They're
anything
just
weird?
sprawling.
Okay.
Oh, it was skidding with her trying to get its feet.
Okay, so just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna go ahead and carry through on this. Can I manage to grapple gun back to the floor I just jumped out of? So I can see what's going on at the end if they need assistance. Act.
Yes.
Okay.
But keep in mind, like I said, very quickly, you'll only have maybe an action before this thing starts to tilt and fall the rest of the way.
That's fine. That's why I want to make sure that she gets out of it.
That is fair. I'm just saying, clarifying ahead of time so we all have a time frame to work on here.
Yep.
What is your question for Barry as Bertram slinks himself back
So
up?
because I no longer have the dead body on me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can I just grab my maul and use my rocket launcher a bit that launched me 30 feet and just get the fuck out?
I'll give that to get. I'll let you do that to get a second athletics check. 30 feet won't let you clear the building, but it'll definitely reverse your movement. If you want to spend more charges, absolutely fair.
I mean, how about I go and see how much the first charge gets me first, right?
Well, I was gonna say the first charge gets you, like, it hits your momentum, it launches you up, and then I'll let you make an athletics to try and finish clear without any penalties.
What's a 15 get me?
Did I set this out? Hold on, let me pull up my page. 15 falls short, unfortunately. As you try to, like, you hit the thing and launch yourself forward towards it, Bertram, as you're pulling up, you see his Barry's, like, exploding towards you, and then starts to, like, try and grasp random bits on the floor or sturdy, like, any handholds, and he's getting close, and he almost gets to the top before he grabs, like, a bolted-in desk piece to haul himself up, and it just snaps as he starts to skid backwards.
Alright. I use my second charge then.
Somebody else's turn to do something real quick here.
Fair enough.
Everybody else has gotten a chance to do so. Nessa, do you have anything you'd like to try and help yourself with as a last-ditch effort?
Robot. Do you have any robots?
Last ditch effort.
Because there are squid bites building. Nothing. Hey, we can fake her death using this, though.
What would be in a thieves kit?
There's a number of things from, like, lockpicks, tiny little saws, little mirrors, I think a crowbar.
It's not like grappling hook away like you're probably trying to think of.
I was just about to say, is there a grappling?
It is not a grappling hook away kind of situation. I think it mentions I don't think it mentions rope, but like twine and some other stuff, like small thread stuff.
Does she see
Well,
me
about
hit
that.
the edge there? Bleh.
Hey Max, do you have any of the ice climbing stuff that we all got a while back? How'd you get rid of that?
Nessa
Not
didn't
a-
buy any. She was
No.
running tech.
Not everybody had it.
Only a couple of us bought that.
And yeah, you can see Bertram at the top. I think that was your question, Eric.
Okay. If I can see her struggling, can I do another thing?
Yeah, like I said, when you got up top, I'd give you you had like an action to try and stop them from being part of the collapse.
Okay.
Can I grab onto Tex?
You
Tex is
can,
also
but he's also
excluded.
currently scrabbling to try and get up.
I'm probably gonna upset
Well,
you
he's better
terribly.
at things than I am.
So, the only thing I have at this point is how far away is Nessa/Tex from me?
You know what? You guys are running. I'll make this a thing. Max, would you roll a d10?
He's so good. I'm so good at rolling. Nice. I got a 1.
10 feet away.
So she's really close.
She almost made it.
Okay, so
Yay!
in that case, probably just... Does Tex look like they're able to move?
Tex is still functioning and scrabbling to get up. It's just
But
they're
like
just
they have
trying. They were
footholds, they're just having
starting to-
difficulty, right?
Yeah, like they could probably make a foothold on a purchase. Max would have to roll for this
Okay.
to do so.
Seeing that Nessa's grabbed the fuck onto the robot, grappling hook no longer on this thing, shoot the robot with the grappling hook. Give him a tug.
Make an athletics check.
Expertise,
Just 'cause
don't
that's a lot
fail
of
me
robots.
now. 26.
As in you're shooting them and trying to just lift them up with the grappling hook back to their feet.
I'm helping Tex get purchased by having additional force this way.
Yeah. Tex gets to roll into athletics with advantage, Max.
Yay!
As you shoot on and you latch on and you start to haul and you realize, God damn, Tex is heavy.
Yeah, I was just gonna grab Nessa.
Originally, yeah, but that's what you said. You were shooting him, I thought.
Yeah, because they're close by.
Yeah.
So be glad you rolled your 1.
Yeah.
Twos.
What'd you say?
So, I rolled 2 2s. So
Bruh.
it's a 7.
As you shoot it and it doesn't like pierce into Tex well. Like it hits him and he tries to like grab on with his teeth, like something to grip for leverage, right?
Bite through it.
And is doing good until a particularly rough shutter hits, and Tex's extremely sharp and reinforced teeth are not made for holding things. I won't say it cuts your line because there was no one to break your equipment, but it like starts to skid down the rope before it hits the end, and the jerk just spins his head sideways.
Does it dislodge it though?
For him, yes.
Okay, so that's reeling back on
Technically-
its own.
That's Tex's action. Nessa, you technically have one for you.
There's a hook there, I guess. It might still be on the ground before it reels back to me.
It's still hanging there for a brief moment in this instant.
There's a hook there.
Hook.
So, can Nessa grab onto it?
You can try.
Why do I feel like
Do
we're
I
being
get
Jurassic
advantage?
Park 2'd and I'm a car?
Wait, what?
Jurassic Park 2, that scene in the movie where the RV goes off the cliff and the guy brings the car with
Yeah.
the fucking grappling hook.
Do I get advantage?
No.
Nessa doesn't get advantage.
No. However, I will say this is a different. This is a thing.
Attempt to save Nessa number 3.
I'm trying, dude.
Everybody's getting one action to try and save themselves, basically.
Acrobatic. Is that
I'll
right?
allow acrobatics.
Wait, what? Was it athletics?
It was athletics. I'll allow acrobatics. It'll be a little
They're
bit
both
rougher,
the
but you're not
same.
trying to
It
haul
makes no
yourself up.
difference.
You're not trying to haul yourself up. You're just trying to grab this and then.
They are
Bertram.
literally the exact same. It makes no difference.
Oh, good.
17.
Is a pass.
Woo!
As you grab onto this, and Tex skids down into down the floor.
Now my memory.
Sorry,
right.
Nessa, can't do anything about him.
As Nessa rockets up to you, Bertram, and you just can loop arm around and catch as Real pulls them in, mixed with you hauling them up.
Now we gotta go down, otherwise we're gonna get squashed.
I need to go down there.
There's not time for
there's
this
no going
conversation.
down there moment.
Yeah.
What happens here is Bertram catches you, I think, and immediately is running, is what it sounds like.
No, I need to go down there.
Do you have something to move the robot? Yes or no?
Can I recall the robot? Can I recall Tex into his Pokeball? Non-copyright?
Maybe?
Roll a d10. I gave you a range on that thing.
I mean, if we have a solid, they're 10 feet away at the moment.
No, that was before they failed and started to fall.
Oh, the text is
Two?
falling even further now. Okay.
Yeah, because he failed. A 2? It was a range of 60 feet. I'll add the 10 and the 2 for a 30. I've played by the same fair rules there.
So is that in range or not?
That is within range.
Woo!
I gave you that range a long time ago, I think.
Yeah.
And that is within it. Yep. All right.
Woo!
This puts it in a really bad spot. Currently, only Barry is in a failed state right now.
Barry's about to get the fuck out. She's fine.
No, Barry got an action to try and get out and failed.
Yeah, Barry has another charge. He can hopefully get out still.
No. I'm not
go
talking
ahead.
about your options. I'm talking about time frame.
Alright, yeah, I'm fucked.
Each character got one action to try and get somebody out.
Only one traction. Okay.
Oh,
I haven't used an action to help get somebody.
You're gone.
See, he did
Yeah,
have
you
to
guys
then
passed
carry
it
the
only-
dead body thing. Did he ever hand off the grenade mod that I said had a problem in it?
Nope.
Ah,
Nope.
cool.
Fine.
It's okay.
I'll take it to the grave.
Barry,
It might make your
would you
grave.
make a con save for me?
Alright. Not 20.
That is very good.
Do I get to add that? Does me adding anything to it actually help, or?
Oh no, you rolled a critical, so.
Alright.
Where are those dice?
Didn't have enough time. Oh well. Should have used both charges.
It happens sometimes, man.
Looking at Misty Step the entire time, letting Bertram go through his whole plan.
You can't grab another person with that.
No, but I could teleport behind her and grab and go.
So can I.
Let's have to work.
97 damage, right?
I'm rolling damage. Give me a second.
Listen, 97's a bit weird. He doesn't have D7s to work off of.
Just roll a D100 for damage.
You have one.
I do.
I mean, realistically.
All right.
Well, no, he might be.
One
Oh, if you're going to count the shield, I would actually survive that.
one damage. Barry stood at a window as another window fell on him, but the building just lands perfectly around him.
Okay, so you were going to take 128 damage, but you passed, so you take 64 points of damage. As the building smashes into the ground, gravity reasserts for itself, and you start getting pelted and plummeted with pieces of the framework, like the metal beams, some of the stone concrete from all of this, glass shards flying past you.
Does my shield count for that?
You had shield back. You guys have been up and out of combat for more
Yeah,
than a
but
minute.
does that count for that?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm fine.
As you
64?
get all this plummeting, and you are currently, for the moment, pinned a little bit by the rubble as it smashes into you and holds you down. As the rest of you, in a Hail Mary attempt of sprinting down the building, throw yourselves down and out of it just in time as Crystal just whee off into the sky with a
I
dead
would've-
body.
Change my direction, so I'm going at least perpendicular to the building, close to the building.
No. I'm not saying like you're floating off into space. I'm not. I know better than that. I mean, like you're just having like a fun little wee arc away from the building.
She's on a magic meat carpet.
I would like to go and
Oh my God,
That's
Crystal's
what
the first
everyone else
person to
would be
meet
like.
Toboggan.
I would like to go and talk to Deku and everyone else. I'm okay. I'm just stuck. Please help
You
me.
hear as you're grinding, grumbling, brickwork and concrete settling in the background.
I'm okay. I'm just stuck. How stuck am I, Matt? There's
I'm going to simplify this. Have you heard of the adjective very? This is a building.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we good? I just heard somebody leave and come back.
No, we're not good, Matt. We're stuck under a building.
Yeah, that happens.
So about everyone else.
Everybody else made it clear. I'm going to say... You know, actually, there's a very good point. I would like the parties on the ground, so basically besides Barry.
Didn't you say we
And-
jumped out of like a 5th or 6th story building?
No, you jumped out the window on the 6th or 5th story as it started to tilt, and you skidded down the side part of the way and finished running the rest of the way. I would like you guys to make a deck save as, like, you know when the building hits the ground, there's like a wave of rubble and dust that's shotgunned out from impact?
Bertram and Nessa proximity to Paladin.
Probably not.
I'm going to say you two don't get it
Had to
because you were
confirm.
delayed and behind them.
Shmeek gets it though.
Shmeek gets it.
Actually, it might
And
be
Shmeek has
just
advantage.
Shmeek. And Terry.
And Terry. Oh my God, I forgot to roll athletics for Terry.
He made it.
No, it's
He
fine.
made it
Let's
every
just let
time.
Terry pass.
Honestly, he rolled a 19 on the die.
Terry's
He made it.
amazing.
Terry was doing the most important thing. He was running with 3 backpacks of money.
We played
Terry,
Payday.
give Terry that +5 on that save.
Wait, no, sorry. 4 backpacks of money. 1 on the front, 1 on the back, and 1 in each hand.
MVP. Most valuable.
And
Most valuable Terry.
Terry didn't need it. Terry crit the fucking deck save as you watch as he just basically skates, like skateboard slides the rest of the way down and out and rolls behind cover.
Classic pirate stuff.
Things are shotgunned out.
My save was a 19,
Classic
by the
pirate
way.
stuff, isn't it?
22
22 is a pass.
+9 is nice.
Which one is this we roll? The stat?
Deck
Dex.
save.
Dex.
You've got the +5 for being near Tanya. So
Is it 5 plus my 2? Or is it?
Yeah, it's on top of your normal bonus.
Okay. Had to make sure.
Well, that would be a jackpot if this were another game.
how's everyone else doing?
It's gonna be a 25
Stuck under a
total.
building.
Pass. Bertram and Nessa.
19.
That's a pass.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what we were rolling.
Deck save.
Deck save. I'm so good at these.
No bonus for you.
21.
Didn't need it. Everybody passed. Everybody gets half of it. 14 damage of just shrapnel smashing into your shields for the most part, it sounds like.
I was going to cop an attitude if you say that, and then immediately end up in something that I have to help you out of again.
No, I'm good at it.
Good job.
I don't know why, I just picture Bertram running and helping her out. It's like, yeah, we made it. She goes, yeah, and then a fucking rock just bulldozes through her.
Where's that half of a door that hit Hope?
As everybody's there, as the dust cloud is going up higher, and you guys watch as pieces of the masonry, of the concrete and metal framework start to float and hover up some as the thresher continues to worm in the sky fighting things. Fair warning, as you guys look up, this remaining here for long might not be that safe, as it is currently above you guys fighting several Lance aerial vehicles.
Hey, Schmeat. Go dig out Barry. Barry needs to be dug out right now.
Dig. Thumbs up.
As you guys overcrossed Aldrin Echo Net here, please tell me y'all weren't in that building.
Not all of us.
Barry was, but I think he's okay.
I'm alright. Still just on the echo call. I'm just currently stuck.
We're coming to undig you, Barry.
Thank ya.
Alright, Shmeet, make I'll let this be perception or investigation for the moment.
Can we see if there's is there a map function on these things? Echo twice.
Use your nose, boy. Come on. You got him.
You are very much
Follow
not
the trail.
Operating much very well.
Yeah.
Can we give
I'm letting you
someone
click it
advantage?
on, but not
Let me use my
operating
perception,
fully.
because that falls under senses, right?
It falls under wisdom.
I think he wants to sniff out Barry specifically.
Yeah.
Can we give Schmeat advantage for just looking around?
If someone wants to help him, yeah.
Yeah.
At least Barry has probably a very specific scent. Unique.
It could just be blood and gunpowder.
Gonna
Everything
be
smells like blood
18.
and gunpowder.
No,
18?
he's got that
18.
nitroglycerin extra.
Yeah.
It's a very sweet explosive. 18 is enough. If you guys spend it takes another minute or minute and a half, 2 minutes to try and find out where Barry is, as you're just on all fours scrambling across rubble. No. Random sniffs in an area trying to find him, and you get one whiff and you see down below, and you almost don't see it, but you get a couple of glimpses through where one of the open panes, a large chunk of glass is laying across something, you can see through it, and Barry is just down underneath and stuck.
Hello.
There's an I-beam laying across his waist. There's a bit of concrete having one arm just stretched to the side. You see another one where a piece of the cornerstone rock of it all hit on his elbow, so he can slightly move his lower half, but for the most part it's stuck.
I mean, my shield is back. But it says better.
Technically, yeah. Shields regenerate quick.
I'm still ready for a fight. God, this fucking build.
You're down, but you're not out.
Welcome to Borderlands, man. It takes a lot.
I look for immediately gonna get hit by as soon as I'm out too.
Another I-beam falls.
All right, come on, Barry.
All right.
Let's get you out of here before you go inside of another worm.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right.
get
The general
rid
one
of
will
the
be
beam and
athletics
look
to try and dig him out, unless you guys have a different one to offer.
I thought you said there was a beam that was pinning him down too.
Yeah.
Give Schmeat help.
Can I give help?
You
It's on me, right?
give help.
All right.
If he gets you out of restrained into grappled effects, yes. But until then, no.
I
Barry
moved the
just
beam.
Barry just bench presses the beam off of him. He could have done it the whole time. He just wanted help. He just wanted a spotter.
Only bad thing, I'm out of
I just wanted to know you guys
rages,
cared.
so I can't use
You
any
are out
that.
of rages.
But it's fine. I believe in Schmidt. I lift.
Have advantage.
Oh, advantage. I lift the beam. Yeah.
I did it. Wow. See? It's gone now.
What did you roll?
Oh, sweet. Okay, so that's going to be 25. Wait, 19, 20, 22.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
25.
Sweet.
25 is pretty good as you start digging with a little bit of Tanya helping with leverage. But honestly, Tanya, a lot of this is still going to be Schmeat. You're just helping with like holding a piece here and there or like giving a little bit of leverage for him.
I figure she's
As you
just
guys-
digging out small rubble.
Yeah, then you can help out with small rubble on the side and stuff as you guys are trying to slowly dig Barry out. That'll be 1 successful to get him out. It'll take 2 successful to get him out, but in the meantime, I have a question for either somebody on the ground. Somebody gets to make this choice. Anybody.
I'm not over there.
We're
so
gonna make a
let's-
gamble.
How's Crystal still going?
I think that she's
I'm
just
assuming she
soaring away.
landed.
I'm
She
mostly
said she
just-
wanted to like curve it and land, I thought.
I did. But then I realized everyone saw this building go down. I
Correct.
don't need to be anywhere near this building. So I was trying to get away from that building.
How far?
Do
Wonder if
we
she can
know
see,
which
the car yet.
direction
Clay's
that
car.
the car was coming from? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm
looking
gonna
for his
play
car.
stuff from there.
Yeah, vaguely, yeah.
I'll be looking for it and aiming towards his car.
Alright. Make a perception. That means the roll will have to be somebody else.
Can you make perception? Me do
Yes, you
very
may.
good on perception. Perception.
Sounds like it's not.
29.
Sounds like it's not her.
Yeah, we're both not
25,
involved in
okay.
unburying him.
We'll get that in a moment. No, this is for anybody on the ground near the building, unless Bertram and Nessa are leaving the area too.
I just figured it'd be those two because they're not the ones currently unburying.
No, it can be any of the 4 of you. This isn't your actions directly. This is effects from the area around you. But
I
I'm
don't think
asking,
you want me to roll.
I do.
Probably not.
somebody gets to gamble with me.
I want Max to roll.
Ooh, I'm good at gambling with Matt. I hate
I
him.
don't think you do.
I do.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
No,
It's a question,
you
though.
don't.
Nope, not that gamble.
17.
Not that gamble.
No?
You get to choose high or low and even or odd.
Oh, okay, one of those. Alright. Do you want to wait till
I
after
know you're
Patty's
nice.
perception of like 20-something?
He's flying off in the distance. Definitively with a
Alright.
25, you can spot his car. Or, sorry. As you see Clay bobbing and weaving through rubble, falling machinery, people.
We're gonna go with low and tails. Or odd.
Low and odd, alright.
Rock from the sky. Just-
Yeah, could I just like remain in the back seat?
Do what?
I don't know if it's open or not for his car.
Clay just fucking hits you.
It's not open!
It's not
That's a
open.
priceless image. The windows are rolled down if you want to like fucking finesse
Oh,
this.
I'm going to try.
I mean, there's
Okay,
still
we'll
the,
get to that in a second. I rolled a 12.
still the issue of the body.
I rolled a 12, which runs into a really problematic issue.
What?
People need to make a deck save as 2 of the aerial vehicles are smashed out of the sky above you.
It's raining loot.
How's that work for Barry?
Me?
Hooray!
You know what? Barry doesn't have to because he's protected by several layers of concrete and metal.
What about people? What about Schmeat who's down there with me?
No, Schmeat's not with you. Schmeat's starting down towards you.
Ah, shit.
Have your having a +5 extra Schmeat.
Natural 19.
Okay.
Rolling another dexterity.
Yep.
Oh.
Nessa, don't be the person to be hit by a vehicle.
Bro.
I already hit you with a building. Will I hit you with a vehicle now is the question.
16.
Okay.
Oh, so I got a. Robbie said +5.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Matt Alice made a very stupid move.
19.
19.
25.
Almost reached in the bag and tried to go and eat it with the dice. Shit.
That would have been
Cheers.
hilarious. All right. Everybody managed to pass. As y'all had enough warning to go, oh no, and throw yourselves out of the way. This is the normal falling damage. Oh yeah, that's the normal falling damage.
Did our shields come back?
Yep.
Every minute without
Yep.
ouchies.
It makes things very hard to hurt you. But at the same point, that means things hit very hard.
Well, have we been unburying Barry for over a minute?
That's
Yep.
why I said, yeah, your shields are back.
It took a minute to gun time even.
Yeah.
Everybody passed. So instead of the normal 60 from a falling vehicle, y'all take 30. As everybody just goes, oh no, and throws themselves out of the way of the falling vehicles.
Like individually, we take 30.
Yes.
No, it's the total. We get to choose.
Yeah. Here's 30 damage. Split it up amongst the party how you wish.
I'll give it to Barry. He's laughing too much.
I mean, his shield can take it, so.
It can, yeah.
We're all
right.
we're all taking 30. We're taking 15 if we passed.
Everybody's taking 30. Everybody passed, so everybody gets 30. The unpassed
If
would
you
have
fail,
been
it would have
60.
been 60.
Oh, cool. That's my shield. Good.
Good.
All right.
All right, second check.
Hey,
For
we
a second
just
athletics to
unburied
Barry.
that.
You want an athletics check? What was it?
Second
We're
athletics
unburying
check.
Barry. Stop raining from the sky, assholes.
Just for Barry or for everyone?
Well, they're doing
This
that.
is for the group unburying Barry.
They're doing that. I don't want to get in the way. Anything cool in the wreckage?
I'm getting a +5 for this
Make
too.
an
No.
investigation.
Okay.
Investigation.
30-20.
20.
20 total.
Investigation. 20 total. And roll an acrobatics for Crystal. So, starting with the rubble, you can finish clearing out and undigging it, and like you grab the beam at the bottom, and you and Tanya and Barry together finally manage to like lean it just enough for him to squeeze out, and like get grabbed by each arm with one of you and hauled up and slide him out before dropping it, and you watch as the building just down and sends more dust scattering across to you. But you can all clamber out of the hole now.
Thank you very much.
For the
Now Barry's
investigation,
unburied.
you have a very, very... what was it? You find one of the weaponry, one of the, rapid fire, almost like a little, like, underbarrel minigun from one of the fallen aerial vehicles you could probably pull out a little bit, and it looks like it'd be mostly intact.
So like a vehicle weapon.
It'd be a vehicle weapon. Unless
Man-
you get very, very creative.
Can I manage it?
You can carry it. It'll be heavy, and I'm gonna say you probably can't carry much else right now.
Would you like
you
Barry
do.
to carry it for you
Yeah.
then instead?
Now, you're getting him buried. Leave me alone.
Okay. However, so you're gonna try and grab it and take it?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
See, this is why we need episode names again, so we could just title this one Buried.
Hmm.
Crystal, what is your acrobatics on top of that wonderful pun?
I have a 21.
So you delicately, properly, softly, flourishedly spin through the window. As you're getting close, you just shove the guy out in front of you and grab his legs as it slides out, so you both just spin delicately through the side window and rock the whole truck as you bounce off the seats and stuff. And Clay just starts swerving, going, "What the fuck?"
Hey, Clay. How's it going?
I think my heart just jumped out of my chest.
I don't think it's supposed to do that. So,
Hi, Crystal. How you doing?
doing just fine. I just kind of fell out the sky. Got a ride up. They're in the building that just collapsed.
Head hits the wheel before he jerks it back up to pay attention and dodge something else. To the group that's around everything again. Who would like to gamble?
I still nominate Max. She's on a roll.
Would you like to gamble, Max?
No, but I guess I will.
High or low?
Yes, it will. Oh, low.
Even or odd?
odd.
16. Hey guys. Hey
Mhm.
guys. How do people feel about deck saves?
Has it been a minute?
No, it has not been a minute.
All right.
I've got +9.
As one of the rockets fired, a small salvo of the rockets fired at the Thresher up top missed as it twists his body out of the way, and it continues past as a small barrage down towards the groups on the ground here. Now that you're in the seat, by the way, Crystal, you could just look over there. You see as Barry, like the tiny small figure of Barry from this distance. Barry, Schmeat, and Tanya pull themselves out, and you watch as the salvo starts heading down towards them.
Bertram's hefting up a vehicle gun like,
We get to hear that.
Ooh,
Sound
fun!
they're
Look
making?
up. Oh no.
this is mine now.
To what? What was your question, Matina?
Do we get to hear the, the incoming sound that a fucking mortar makes?
Yeah, you know what? You hear that mixed with the small hiss of like the propulsion, the dull hiss, the dull like thrum and hiss of it.
No, I'm in danger.
So what kind of damage are we taking?
What depends if you passed or failed.
I got a
22.
19.
That is fair.
Save. That's a
Is rocket
16.
That is a 16.
I
Okay.
also got a 19.
That is a d20. I don't want to roll that for damage. 16, 19, and what was Barry's?
Wait, can I use it?
Got one?
Where's it?
Dylan?
Wait, do I have enough? Yeah. Fuck, where's it at?
You there, Dylan?
Oh shit, I was muted. Yeah, I got 22.
Okay.
Karen's been talking for ignored.
Can I use deflect missile?
Punch it back in the sky.
Yes,
No.
The most literal sense.
it's in the game.
No.
It's not direct impact damage, I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it.
It's okay. You watch as Schmeat starts to "Wah!" and then hits the front of it to try and deflect it. It goes, "Oh no!" as it detonates on impact.
Nice, mate.
Nah,
What
it's
was
fine.
what was Nessa's? I'm sorry.
19.
Nessa also got 19.
Okay, everybody did pass. It would have been 56 damage, but it's down to 28.
What type?
What kind of damage?
Explosive, fighter by agent.
This is explosive.
Jimmy's not looking so hot.
So you said 25?
28.
28.
This is the salvo crashes into everybody as you get out and just dive for any bit of cover, range, anything, as you guys like throw yourselves out of little holes from the rubble to try and avoid it. I think
Fucking
Bertram
hell,
looks up. You look up as you pull this out. You look up. You go, huh? And just drop and try to like scuttle sideways underneath the vehicle that you pulled that gun from as much as you can.
Fuck it, I'll reaction half the explosion in half.
Oh, that's right. Explosive falls under that one.
Cut the explosion in half. Fuck it.
As the shield that's over one of your sabers flares as you pull it up in front of you and swing it wide.
Plus 5 goes down to 9.
All right. The bright side is though, you guys can see and hear as Clay starts laying on the horde as he's getting close to the building.
Barry runs to it.
Up.
Everyone okay over there?
Peachy Keen, let's get the fuck out.
What?
But I'm not even shut off the echo device. I'm still just calling him.
Yeah, I just realized everybody got that deafening screech of missile across the missile explosion across the echo. That's lovely.
That's why he's yelling. He can't hear shit.
Nessa, Bertram, you okay?
I'm just making it toward the car.
Bertram's running with this small, like, basically mini-gun / rotary cannon attachment for a vehicle. Just, I got this. Like, one hand grabbing one of the barrels as the thing, and the other one underneath the other part that would connect, like, 4 forward, would connect to the vehicle.
I don't know how hurt people are. Everyone, all I know is everyone's shields are broken.
Mine's just on.
We hadn't had a minute to get our shield back after
didn't get hit
taking
by the
like
first
30
one.
damage.
I didn't get hit by a shield.
He was under it. That's Barry's
Yep.
still good there.
Yep.
Alright, so we get to the
As
car.
he skids up, and you guys watch as he skid and just hits the brake, and the truck starts to spin to the side, and Taylor just screeching, skidding, slide noise in the back.
Think we got your thing. Clonk. Sit. Seatbelt.
Just okay, get in the back of the truck.
Wherever's available.
Back of the truck, probably wish you're gonna put the big thing in.
Toss that in the bed of the truck.
Clonk. Sit. Seatbelt.
And
Yay.
then, anybody, I'm gonna ask from this point, where is everybody getting in?
Shotgun.
Back.
I'm
Anyway,
getting in
there's
the
room.
back.
Wherever
Would you guys be
there's
back in
room.
truck or back as in trailer?
Because I think Crystal's already in the back. It sounds like I got there next, so it'd have to already be 2 in the back there. Shotgun should be free. And then I guess the middle seat in the back with a question mark.
Or the bed?
And then the actual, like, trailer and the bed.
I don't know, you guys usually live in the trailer.
I live in the trailer.
Carrying heavy.
Usually I
things.
have but I have a body that I'm working on. I should probably drag that to
So he's in the middle seat.
I just propped up next to Crystal, chilling.
Did you put his seatbelt on?
Of course, I don't want to go flying.
Safety first.
Yeah, Clay might get a ticket.
You see how he's been driving? Exactly.
Look at her ticket. There's various dents and damages, blood, like splatters across the front of the truck, inside of the truck right now.
Hey Clay, it's been a day.
It has. Any of you have a better chance of figuring out what way we're getting out?
Ooh. Idea. Go back to that lady, the captain who threw Schmeat down to the pit, and we might have to hitch a ride with her. Or steal her car. And by car, I mean spaceship. I don't know any other exits here.
But that means we have to abandon this car. We like this car.
No, remember when I said they landed a spaceship, I meant like huge spaceship. They were having like people load cargo on this entire open bay piece. I'll give you that in fairness. He had the point there. Like, this is a very large cargo ship, basically.
Unless we could drive to a boat, or this thing can be a boat, or... I don't think this thing floats.
Nope. No, it does not. I have not yet managed that one.
Can we fiddle with the reverse gravity thing so it just goes flying?
You ever used a flying card sheet in GTA, Don?
What?
You ever try that on a vehicle with a trailer?
No, but let's do it.
I would like to keep
That's
my
not
trailer
gonna happen.
attached.
Things go very
Let's do
wrong
it.
very quickly.
It has important things in there.
Like Nessa.
Like Nessa. Is Nessa, by the way, is Nessa strapping herself in some way in the trailer?
Always.
Safety first.
Nessa wears her seatbelt.
Alright, so, unless you can figure out how to make my whole vehicle fly, I don't really want to break my trailer and lose it.
So we need to find a boat
How much iridium do we have?
or a ramp. A lot, didn't we?
You'd have to go through the bags that Terry took.
I think about Terry. He magically spawns behind me somewhere.
No, he
there's
spawns
not enough
next
room
to
in the back
He
seat.
just Nessa just looks over to see him in the trailer at one of the other seats, buckling in the bags of money.
Ah, yes. Excellent.
I'm gonna join you back here. I feel like it's safer. What about you?
Yes.
All right. To the port, or what's left of it from bombardment. Yeah.
You know what? That works for me. I'll start that way. And he's just gonna like start getting it and driving. And again, there's a lot of things going wrong right now as he's swerving to avoid people. He watches there's a rush towards different areas. And as you get closer to the ship, unfortunately, the density of people is like increasing, as there seems to be a number of other people who had the same idea you did, making a rush for said ship. The difference between you and most of them, however, is you have this wonderful device that parts the sea called a truck. As in, Clay wants to get out. He wants to be polite and not hit people. But they're also bandits for the most part, so he's not exactly worried about it.
Hey, Clay, if you're considered about worrying, giant skyworm.
You say, hey Clay, if you're considered about worrying, and you start to say giant, you hear boom as he runs over one of the people that's in the way. Yeah, not exactly at the top of my list.
Does it take us a minute to get there?
Yeah, you guys can have your shields back.
Good, we need it.
As you guys are getting closer and closer, you see there's taking a look ahead, there's almost like a line, like a semicircle formed around it as people try to rush forward towards it, are getting pushed back, and you can see now getting pushed back by people that were in the earlier like power armor pieces for lifting stuff, either shoved back there or held back by some of the gunfire. As it looks like they're trying to shove the last few crates that were near the edge on. And they're shouting at people, including shooting at some of the other looters trying to get in, is in fact Captain Lyra. And next to it, you see inside the bay at one of the slots is just a partially ruined, smaller, what's it called? It's got a single wheel, and it's like one single wheel wraps around the whole vehicle with a one seat mounted on it.
Unicycle?
It's not that. There's an actual name. I can't remember it offhand.
I know what you're talking about, though, from Borderlands 3.
Yeah. But it looks like one large one large wheel wrapped around with a number of chains running around the inside that attaches to basically a motorcycle seat that's on the inside of that wheel. As you guys are getting close up to the edge, and Clay just screeches to a halt, skidding it sideways.
See any sign of Nessa's brother?
In game, they call those a cyclone.
They call him what?
Cyclone.
Cyclone. Okay, thank you. I just didn't want to look it up. My phone is in a not great space.
He's okay.
I appreciate that. As it screeches to a halt, and you see as Captain Lyra looks across as, a whole vehicle skids and looks, it just sees Schmeat hanging out, I'm assuming hanging out the side of one of the windows, and the rest of their group, and there's just an immediate on her face. But she doesn't shoot you right away. It's up to you guys now. You guys are coming in
We
here.
need somebody with charisma over there.
I'm in the
Talk to her.
process of wedging the big gun just on top of the dead body in the center of the seat, trying to fit it
Yeah,
underneath the
buddy.
seatbelt.
You just stretch the seat mat out in the middle and twist it so it has a second loop and start to fasten it in between his legs.
Yep.
Right.
I hop out real quick, get into the trailer, go inside one of the bags and grab a few stacks of money, get back outside the trailer. Would you like some money to take us someplace else?
Those are protected by a seatbelt, sir.
Terry's like, what are you doing? Why are you taking my babies?
Not the bag, just a few stacks of money.
I know, that's what he's saying, though.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
We gotta get passage, and she probably wants money.
The business transaction. Money for
Well, you
you.
at least know how open negotiations, right?
Yeah. Also, hi again.
Hey. Wish this was a better circumstances to re-meet. Make it fucking quick. I don't think we have a lot of time.
Yeah,
All right, on we go.
How much?
No.
I don't know if we can count however much is in Barry's hands at the moment.
We can't count that high. Would you like 2 stacks or 3?
$2,000.
Barry
How much
stopped
is in
and
Barry's
looked
hand?
Is it all in
How
one?
much is it?
You know what, Barry? You don't know if you have $2,000 in your hand. Math has never been your strong suit, but you do know one thing: there's at least more than $2,000 in total in those bags.
Agreed.
All right, let him through. Get him loaded up. Fasten that shit in. We need to be leaving in like 5 fucking minutes ago.
I get into
Waves
the
you
trailer
in
and
as you guys start to like haul inside your way inside.
I get into the trailer and going, count the $2,000. I run back outside and give her the monies.
Takes it, just immediately starts, hands it off to somebody else. Like you saw, remember the guy earlier that was like checking off and checking cargo as it was coming in? Hands it off to him. He nods, shoves it in one of the bags nearby.
Matt, there's an important question I need to know.
Huh.
Have at any point any of us seen the guy that we
yet.
shoved their car off the cliff?
Make a perception check.
I have a secondary question I need to answered.
Huh.
Can I keep an eye on that guy that took the money from Barry? And or
Yeah.
the bag that he put the money in?
Don't.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Barry grabbed
I am
Bear
watching
2000.
for them. That is all.
Okay.
I felt
you
the making
said-
of it.
Perception?
Yeah.
17.
17. You see him clicking the key, like it has like a little like a thing that's supposed to set off here. You're like click click, and then you hear like click 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 as like the little horn like squeaks weird, and just he's like running around, and you watch as he walks over to the gets to the edge and is like, the. You just see like throw his hands up in mouth like the fuck.
Pointed out to Barry.
Throws the keys in the water and takes off running. As you guys are getting out of the vehicle, Lyra is marching back in as they pull the last bit of the freight in, and the doors start to. And you all watch something very important happen. As a fairly live individual, at the last second, manages to throw himself through a gap, hit the ground skidding as she turns around, and immediately does probably the smartest move he could, and he goes, all right, 10 grand, get me the fuck out of here. And she uncocks said pistol, nods, and indicates for it to be taken.
Was it Milo?
It was not Milo.
Was it the brother? It was the brother.
It was not the brother. As you guys watch, as Dakin lands in the bay. As she stops and looks between to both groups, says, all right, I'm gonna make one thing real fucking clear. This is my ship. You're gonna listen to my rules while we're on it, and that includes no fucking fighting.
Fine. I just want to
Do
have
I
a quick
make myself
word with
clear?
that. Thumbs up. Hey, Dak, and hey, buddy.
No, I think what we're gonna do here is, after your earlier questions, is I'm gonna put you guys on one side of the ship, and I'm gonna put him on the other.
Barry just a big old grin and just waves. Sure, sure. We'll catch up later, Dak, and we'll catch up later.
Of
I was just waiting to
course.
say that line.
And he just looks at you and is like, of course. When we land, we can get a drink, have a good time. It'll be great.
You know, I'll actually accept that offer.
Wonderful. Where are we going?
The fuck knows?
As he turns to the captain.
Barry also turns to the captain. That's a wonderful plan. Where are we going?
I can either drop you off somewhere nearby on land, once we get the fuck away from this, or I can drop you off on Elpis as we're making our way out of atmosphere shortly.
I'm just
I'm sure we can wait for Dakin to make his choice. Right, guys?
Well, I'll take Elpis.
Wave at Dakin from the background. We
I
haven't met
guess-
yet.
We
We'll be going there
haven't!
as well.
Lovely to meet you. Sorry it's not under better circumstances.
No, I think these are pretty good circumstances.
Well, you mean people aren't stealing my vehicle this time, so that's a plus.
I would steal a vehicle from you.
You didn't care about the belt.
It was on live TV, you did.
I got my vehicle back after you stole my belt.
Yeah, that's her mental math.
That was also my... You work in...
Barry's just there nodding, yeah.
It was our key that you stole.
He looks at you, Barry, with just like the only person he's genuinely interacted with on a level like... What? Really?
Yeah, she's just like that.
Huh.
Yeah.
What did you do with
that
it?
key back.
Power to ya?
Just out of curiosity, what did you do with it?
Which pit?
The key. You know, your whole purpose for being there.
I traded that one. It wasn't the one I was after.
How'd you get for it? Just also out of
Passage, a
curiosity.
couple of rare things, and a couple of maps.
Cool. I don't suppose you were already
That's
done with that stuff you took from my monastery, right?
No. Sorry.
Okay, alright.
I gotta get the Promethea for that still.
I mean, if you're done with it.
No. You gotta get the Promethea first. Sorry, you know how it is. Things to
It's
find,
not-
artifacts to see, legends to recomplete.
You might go and get there before us, so, and well, I just want my stuff back.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the
My
scroll
stuff?
back after I'm done. Pinky swear.
He does, in fact, go for the pinky swear.
No,
Does
he's
he
like,
even
I
have
was like,
pinkies?
it's... What?
Does Dakin even have pinkies?
Dakin has pinkies. As you go to step forward, you just see Lyra just like, what did I just say?
It's fine, we're just making a deal real quick.
You can make it from here. Alls I know is a couple of y'all made some very unsavory comments about what you're going to do to this individual, and I don't want to be dealing with that on my ship.
It's fine.
You want to
we've
talk when
already
you want to talk whenever you guys get off? Have at it. I don't fucking care. But right now, this is my ship, and we're not playing this game.
Shouldn't you be
I have
clear?
thrown one person out of a skyscraper today. I will throw somebody out in atmosphere.
Might even be the same one.
Damn it, Eric, that was a good one.
Might be the same one. Your ship, your rules.
He ain't on the way here, so he should be more docile now.
If not, well, we can put him to sleep for the rest of the flight.
Hi, whenever you board this airplane, please kindle your dog.
Yes.
All right, so where's your group going?
I'm in Elpis. Sounds fine to me. What about you guys? Elpis sound fine to you?
Never been there.
Rest of the group?
Christ.
Gets us away from the lands for a bit.
Unless they're there as well. I don't know about that. Look that up on
It
the way.
might be, but still.
Anyways. Probably
Let's go to
our
our little
agreement.
party. So, Elpis? Elpis.
Opus it is.
Thumbs up. Goes back to my group.
Alright, I'm gonna wait here with you guys for a minute and just gonna try and look over and you. Hey, Troy. And the guy that was marking stuff up, who has the money, who was picking up and trying to it was like flumming through the money that was given by Dakin. Except she's like, take him across the way. I'm taking these to theirs. Get the word around. These two groups, him, this group, no. They're staying away from each other. I'm not having you clean up another fucking mess on my ship like the last one.
Well, if you need any bodies cleaned up, Schmied will eat them. Bone and all.
You made the right
I'll keep
choice.
that in
Sorry, I'm off
mind.
the
He
thing.
might have a use after all.
See you later, Dakin.
Well, till next time, Barry. I would wave at Chris. I'm not waving at her. I feel like she wanted to take my hand. Nice to meet you, new person. Don't know your name, but you
don't
look
chop off
great.
body parts. Have I ever done such a thing as I'm currently cutting through this one guy?
Yeah, I was going to say, as you drag a partially butchered body out of the truck.
We'll have to introduce more properly later, like when you get a drink with Barry.
Well, that'd be lovely. I'd have a great time with that, I think.
You're where I'm gonna hold you to that drink, by the way, right?
Oh yeah, we'll have a drink at some point.
Nice and neutral.
Being
no
drugged.
explosions or anything. We'll be nice. Just
Like the
drink and talk it
conversation is
out.
being had as Dakin is being dragged away.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I do have to
fight
ask,
later.
does Barry mean the neutrality?
Yes, he actually does.
Make a persuasion check.
Barry is actually entirely 100% and honest about the neutrality bit.
And you have advantage.
Not 20.
Doesn't matter. You know what? The drink sounds great. I have one request.
Yes.
Can you keep her an arm's distance away from me, and I'll give you back the belt?
So pointing at Crystal.
Yes.
I'll make sure she's not there for the drinks.
Wait, whose arm? Barry's arm is bigger than hers.
Barry's arm.
But yeah.
I mean, if we're
Thumbs up.
returning property, I don't really care. That's all
Can't
I
give the
want.
key back. Sorry, you'll have to go hit up that guy up in the north, like Tundra or something or another. He has the key.
Tender
Peace.
King has
I didn't care much about that in the first place.
useful.
I think she wants the physical
He
leather bag.
just looks so confused as the door shuts, as he just got told the belt was more important than the key.
Yeah.
The belt was really cool. It had some storage text on it or something.
It did have a storage deck on it.
Which is much more interesting than a stupid key that we have no idea how to use.
That belt had a pouch.
Yeah. It was just a pouch. That's why I was just like, yeah, storage.
I like text to Tender King and ask if he did in fact get a vault key recently.
As you're the first person to contact the Tundra King, you do find out that he is in fact still alive, as you get had past tense.
All right. I didn't where that one went off to.
Probably buried in the town as it collapsed when we all ran.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Currently going to Elpis to avoid the shadowed remnants of the fucking town of opportunity. Talk to you later.
Right. So,
Hey, should we call your dad?
Yes, we should.
as you guys are, he's like, how about we just like hold off until we get to the rooms, as he points at the captain. She's like, yeah, I don't want to sit here while you have a whole phone call. Sorry, I like you because of the money, but not that much.
All right, let's just go. Yeah. I thought we were kind of moving.
And she will lead you through the ship, giving you some of the basic rules of no fighting. I will evac you into space. No stealing any of the food. If you need food, ask. That is part of your fee. If you steal, you will be evac'd into space. If you harass any of the members of her crew too much, she will let you guess what the punishment will be.
30 lashings.
In space.
Close. They get to evac you into space. Alright, this is your rooms. She leads you in. It's like, this is an area, this is a common room. There are a number of rooms linked to the side. Pick any. You will be the only ones in this area. If you need to find something in the ship, ask for one of the crew members passing by. I do not want any of you wandering unattended on my ship right now.
That's fine. That's entirely understandable.
This is nice. I thought we'd just be shoved in a cargo bay.
I will say sorry for the rough and brusque treatment. The departure has left me a little fucking cranky. Normally you would be allowed to wander the ship, but I don't have everything bolted down and understood what all's happening yet. So until then, please remain
Most of the whole
in
thing
your
we're
common
talking.
room.
Yeah, we understand entirely. Just
Pleasure doing
it's
business.
understandable.
I hope we don't have to interact until we get to Elpis. I mean that in the best of ways.
We just have to go and ask for a meal from workers then? Crew members?
I'll have
Alright.
something scheduled to be brought through soon, and we'll figure it out from there.
Alright,
How long
thank
does
you.
this take?
To Elpis, maybe a day. No, it'll be a few hours. Sorry, that's me making a bad thing. A couple hours. We're gonna get into atmosphere and check some more stuff before we go farther into space, make sure we don't have any leaks.
Oh.
Elpis isn't that hard to get to.
Elpis is the moon, right?
Yes, Elpis is the moon.
Okay.
For reference, before I forget, we'll be landing in Concordia.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Nods, shuts the door, and leaves.
Well, that worked out nicely.
We should see about. Hey, we should see about getting access to the cargo area and our stuff, and make sure that our stuff doesn't get touched, like all of that money, and iridium, and all the other stuff that we took.
Wonderful, wonderful point.
It's okay, I've got most of it. Just look over and Terry is back in the previous position of backpack on front, backpack on back, backpacks in each hand.
Good job, Terry.
I gave the last one to the monkey.
Oh, and I still have the thing you wanted from the place in my bag, by the way. Over toward Forgot
Oh,
his name.
can I see it?
Yep.
Hey, Bertram.
What?
How we got him, Mark? Can you go and brings out the grenade thing? Untrap this?
I look at it. How long ago did this go off? Because this man was buried by a building.
You know what? You have an excellent point. Barry, would you like to gamble with me?
No, but I'm gonna do so anyways.
High or low?
Highs and evens.
Highs and evens. Well, that ran off the board. That is cocked. Even, but low. So, you watch as it isn't fully triggered, but you see as the case is cracked and slightly opened, and essentially this just means the DC is much higher. But possible.
Just kind of put a
You
finger to
see,
my
like,
face
it's
and look at
cracked,
it.
the piece that would set it off is at its maximum tension, and like any like slight twitch or wrong will immediately trigger it.
Alright. Please, I'll go and give Bertram help and small support and hope that it doesn't
I did
blow
not
up and-
agree to messing with a grenade mod on a spaceship.
Well, yeah, but now it might actually blow up and then they'll be angry with us.
Everything I just said.
Yeah, but if we don't, it might do that anyways.
I don't know, at this point you might want to see if Nessa has like a specialty tool or something. That's dicey.
Nessa, but also
Uh-huh.
you're rolling on Nessa's rolls. Can you? Actually, I have a demolitions kit expertise
Pull out
and everything, right?
Pull out the Jethro hologram. Explosive stuff.
That's
Remember,
I also.
remember what I said though, this is a grenade in the case. You don't know what the trap is.
All right.
mm,
When all three of us work on this together, that way you just have like all three expertise or whatever the fuck it is.
All three of you
Explosives
could
and-
work together, but it would still just be somebody getting a roll with advantage.
Nessa
keep
has a
people from
thieves kit.
piling
Would
up.
that work?
Yeah, it'll be a thieves kit check.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
Tanya, go do laundry.
For
Okay,
real
man.
this time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to persuade everyone else to get a few steps back. Just in case.
I'm really good.
Is everybody
Don't worry,
just
guys.
on
I know what
the-
I'm doing.
There he breaks in a cold sweat.
Did you hear what I had asked?
What?
What?
Well, they were doing that. Could Tanya has started to either go do laundry or just get cleaned up.
Absolutely. There's a bathroom that you can go in. There's bathrooms attached to, like, what is it? Basically two public bathrooms that you can go in.
We have the debris of building on us, so we are just blackened.
Everybody is soot covered, dust covered, smoked, slightly singed, burnt, bruises, bloodied.
I have more of their blood on me than I do mine.
That's true.
Nessa got a 27.
Well, fuck yeah.
I set a DC sometimes, and I'm like, that'll be a hard one to hit.
Then you remember everyone has expertise for these things.
A reason.
Well, it was 25, but congrats!
You don't explode.
God.
Yeah.
As you open it and take a few minutes to mess with it and basically end up getting in there with the finest of motions, a tiny clamp around the base so that the wire can't retract in as it snaps. And you're like, that in and itself isn't the trickiest bit, but you have to do it very carefully because the tension is at the point where any slight twitch might send it off. And you're basically working with two needle nose pliers that have the slight curve as you've reached them inside of the case, trying to slowly knit it on before you tighten it up enough that you just hold your breath and you grab it, and as the wire snaps and it doesn't retract. As you guys successfully unlock this case.
Yay.
Now you probably want to have that vented into space.
Yeah. Can we just disarm that entirely? Maybe Nessa can use it for spare parts.
I don't know how to disarm it, do I?
You're pretty good at technology. You probably could. It would just take another one to do it, to dismantle it safely.
Do I
Basically,
trust
as you're looking
myself?
at the inside of it, you had a high check with the other one. You're looking at the inside of it. It would create an exceedingly corrosive reaction, dissolving the case, the object,
Space.
people's hands,
Oh.
and possibly metal, but the floor beneath it.
Would it be a tech check?
Or we could
Literally
just say,
Xenomorph protocol.
No, it'd be thieves.
We
It'd
could
be
we could
thieves.
just hand it off to a crew member to be vented in space.
You could also hand it off to a crew member to be vented into space.
Let's go with that, because I'm not liking my luck today.
Just set that aside for when the guy comes by with food, maybe. You guys could do
Yeah. So what's a grenade mod do?
Make a demo check.
You don't know, but it explodes.
You'll find out when you throw one.
Shit. Why does this keep doing that? Like every time I go in, my screen goes dark. It goes and signs you back the fuck out.
Of Mythweavers?
Yeah.
Hmm.
15, 21.
21?
Yep.
Alright. You can successfully identify it. I will send it over to you, though. It is the Red Queen Grenade mod.
The Red Queen Grenade mod. Oh god, that's...
As you guys have your first legendary item.
Ooh.
I will give you this automatically. It is a bit of an oddball to you because it is the first grenade mod that you've gotten that doesn't do explosive damage.
Will this affect his hammer?
No, the hammer just uses the general ammo instead of the mod itself.
All right.
I don't know, it sounds like it could be fun. Alright, it's just gonna send it through me. Discord, you say? Yep.
Yep, I'll send it in a minute.
I'm very interested by the name here, though. I'm torn between Queen of Hearts and the first zombie game.
Think Queen of Hearts from like Alice in Wonderland.
All right, so not the crazy AI from the.
For a fun note for you guys here, this would be one from the actual games, and I believe the red text is off with their heads.
Yeah. I remember
from
not really using that one
American
too much.
McGee's? American McGee Red Queen?
No, it's from Borderlands 3.
Oh, wait, it's from the game? Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is an in-game legendary.
It is.
Oh.
Anyways, Tanya, you're back. Tanya disappears off into the back for a shower.
Alright. And talking? I can't hear anything if you are.
It's up to you guys.
No,
you're
good.
You're good.
I think this
No,
is
I
everyone
adjusted my thing, so I couldn't hear anything. So I couldn't tell if nobody's talking or...
No, Nessa's going to get that thing disposed of, which is probably just find someone. Hey, please throw this out of a window.
I guess Barry also wants to go clean up a bit. And take a nap, and we don't have time for a long rest, do we?
I'm just trying to see.
No, they
what
said
the
it would be a
device
few
does.
hours, not.
Do we have time for a short rest, then?
Yeah, easily. I will offer the reminder you guys were going to call Clay. I mean, you guys were going to call Bo at some point.
Yeah, let's go call
Speaking
Bo.
of him, though, I'm trying to see what the device does. So basically,
Which
just
device?
handed it off to him. The thing he wanted.
Oh, Clay's, yeah. As he starts to fire it up, he told you guys before, as a fair reminder, that he suspected it was a translator.
I want to see it work.
Oh, fair.
Do you send that stuff to me, Matt?
I'm sending it. I'm typing it still.
Oh, okay, no, it's just like... couldn't tell.
Sorry, I'm talking and typing by my small, my intervals.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just a bit, I couldn't tell if you'd already sent it, and I just wasn't getting it or not. So again, take your time. Oh yeah, we can do hit dice, right?
Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, as he's messing with this, he's trying to start to mess with it and trying to twist pieces, adjust pieces. That's a pretty good check. As he's just trying to figure out where it is, and at one point he's running along it, and he manages to find a spot that lights up as he runs his thumb over it. Yeah, that's in a rough triangle shape that he depresses. He presses in and depresses, and it starts to a little hum as the energy lines in it start to glow with that slight purple that is common through a lot of this tech. And he starts to try to mess with it and unfold it, and kind of unfolds it into an odd this long thin rectangular piece in the middle stays there as the top half that would make a T with it starts to twist and move, and the two side pieces raise up and out a little bit as he can interact with the middle piece in each of the sides. before he's looking around at it, and you just hear a small moan. He's like, ah! He's like, let's on a grunt. He like, hits a button, and like does a scan light, and he almost like half blinds himself for a second. And he's just trying to like blink the light out of his eyes, like the dark spots out of his eyes. Well, it's powered at least. Bertram, hold up fingers. I need to figure out how this. How many? Hold up some fingers for me.
One finger each
Trying
hand.
to like blink out lights.
Just hold up the one finger.
One finger in each hand. I'm not doing that deal.
Hold it. Wow. One each?
Yes.
Okay.
Swaps it to
All right.
3
All right. That's good.
in each.
Switch it to 3. Like 3 each, you said?
3 in each, but like in one of the weird configurations where you can manage 3, but your hand's not supposed to do that. To make him actually have to count.
Like squints as he's blinking. 3 in one and 4 in the other.
Close. Double 3s.
Well, at least it's not gone. I hope it should wear off then. That was bright.
So you just opened an Elder Scroll.
Small problem, I just realized. We can't test this until we get back to the truck at some point.
Yeah.
At least
Actually-
I know how to turn it on now.
That might not be true. I get out the glue gun.
What?
Oh,
What?
well, we can
His
try.
artifact.
And as it like scans over it.
Also, I have no hit dice, but I have health again.
I've ran into a problem.
What?
I don't think this has letters on it directly, and I have to work on a key for this a bit.
Well, that and the podling are probably going to be taking place at the same time then.
Yeah.
But hey, at least you have a new toy.
Yeah, it should help out a lot. It put it in something newer. That's more accessible. If I mess with it enough, I should be able to feed it English, I hope. I don't know. We'll find out.
Alright, I'm gonna go make a mess of one of their towels.
Hey, peoples, I have a question. Since I got a new grenade, would anyone else like my old grenade mod? Electric Malawan?
Yeah, just leave it on the
Not a
table.
big
for anyone who wants
grenade
it.
person.
That tends to be me. And
I mean,
it's
if
very
you-
good against shields.
I mean, if anything makes sense for Bertram or Crystal to take it, but Crystal can just elemental punch. Bertram's got a high initiative.
Just keep it in my back pocket then.
Sure, I'll grab it.
Give you the option at least to throw
Yeah.
a shield breaker.
I already have elemental needs.
Yeah, that's what I was
Which is why I
saying,
don't
to
need
have
them.
Arik take it.
Necessary information. Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
On Discord.
Throwing range equals what?
2060, I
60.
think?
I don't remember.
I don't know. That's for a knife.
Stock 60?
Just 60.
Understood.
Ooh, Matt might be clicking out now. Matt,
He was grabbing a drink really fast while you guys discussed.
well, I'm not involved in the conversations at the moment, so I'm going to take a leak and should be back in time.
Does this one just have the stock DC 13, or is it also the DC thingy that goes up, like with the other one? I haven't used a grenade in this game yet.
What's that?
tell him that was
That one's stuck.
Stock. Understood.
Stop.
Copied over.
DC 13 plus what? Proof? Professor?
Proficiency. So right now your
Profic-
proficiency bonus is 3, so it'd be DC 16.
correcto.
So are we saying that Crystal actually managed to drag the body with her? Because I know that was mentioned as a joke, but I don't know if she's currently just making a horrible puddle of viscera somewhere or not.
I feel like there would have at least been the general request of please leave your corpse in the truck and don't drag viscera all over my goddamn ship.
But what if she promises to put it in the tub? If you have a tub.
You'll have showers, and that doesn't solve the dragging viscera across her ship.
Hey, when's the last time Shmi had a shower?
Not
Throwing
within
him in the
living
shower.
memory.
That's giving me some fucking murky ass water.
Wait, are we about to have a wrestling match to get Schmeat in the shower?
I think so, yeah.
I was asking when the last time we had one, so that's been a long fucking time.
Back.
Chances are it was either in Keepsake or in the Tundra place. As those
Before
were
or
the last
after
two,
he
like,
got eaten?
major- so you've eaten. You haven't taken a shower since.
Before or after he got eaten.
That was after you got eaten.
Yeah.
I just don't think that Schmeat would have taken a shower.
Barry's also taking a shower, because,
Something everybody thinks about.
yeah.
No, we just coated him in enough snow and then melted it that it rinsed off something.
Did I miss anything important, or is it just been shower talk?
I was trying to figure out when the last time Shmi has ever had Shmi had a shower.
And it sounds
Ah.
like Barry's attempting to force him into one. If he doesn't
Probably
go
whenever-
willingly.
Probably the last time we stood out in the rain would be the closest thing.
That tracks.
Maybe if it's something he sees everybody doing, he'd probably do it.
It is stand underwater time. Yes, yes, understood.
Just watch him. He's like, somebody else is over there, like, scrubbing themselves. He's like, turns on, like, hose faucet. Starts, like, scrubbing under pits as he's just watching them and mimicking.
Pretty much. It's like the one scene where the dog just tries to eat the water that's being sprayed to his face. Right knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's next on the
All right,
agenda?
everybody can go through and take their time, get their showers, rotate through. Back to you, no problem. Last person may run out of hot water.
Found it.
Take your short rest, take your breather. Food comes in shortly. As the guy like backs in as he's like pulling a small little like cart thing to make it easier on him.
I hate to do this, but realistically, we should probably see the loot list from our earlier thing.
You guys can do a quick check.
Yeah.
Quick check of the money. After you paid them, there is $8,000 left. There are
was all
10
in
iridium
ones.
bars.
I said it was all in ones.
10 iridium bars, the 2 storage deck upgrades, the mod. There is the 2 different Hyperion shotguns, each one with a different elemental.
May I have at least one of these for extra storage grenades for more grenades? Because grenades.
I have no objection.
Hold on, there is one. There are things at the 2 Hyperion shotguns. One.
Say again? Sorry, Jar's jostled the thing. I'm trying to fix my hearing. Somebody say something.
Hello.
Squawk.
Hi.
Hello?
Okay, thank you. It's like every time I try and fix this thing, everybody shuts up. It's like,
Yeah, because
"Hi."
you normally talk, and we're like trying to give you a chance to.
Yeah, no, it's like every time I try to fix this thing, though, it's like, yes. Anyway,
Alright.
What were we saying?
I was
decisions
listing
being
off
made?
some of the stuff that y'all found.
Yeah, I know that,
No
but I
one-
mean, we're talking about the grenade.
No one has objected to you taking the grenade mod.
Okay,
No, the storage thing, I think is what he asked about. But
Yeah,
also, I don't
storage
think anybody objected to that either.
so I can have more grenades. Anyway, how much did I actually add?
Give me just a moment, and I can answer you.
Yeah.
The base is 2.
I thought it was just one.
The base is 2, so yeah, it'll be +1.
Alright.
Well, if nobody else really
Yeah.
cares where the other one goes, like, since I now have a grenade mod, could probably use the other one.
Alright. He's a very good shield breaker, and shields are always a bitch.
Go ahead and install it.
What elements are the shotguns?
There's one Hyperion, one Fire Hyperion, and one Shock Hyperion.
And also, how much do they do?
They each do TD4 piercing plus 1d4 of their elemental type.
Okay. They're two-handed, aren't they?
Yes, shotguns are two-handed. This bot just split their arm, and they effectively had 4 arms.
Ah, yes. General Kenobi.
General Kenobi might not have won if Grievous had just pulled out the double shotgun.
General Grievous didn't play Modern Warfare 2 before the nerfs. Alright, does anyone want these shotguns?
What's the stats on them?
2d4
Yeah.
piercing.
2d4 piercing plus 1d4 of the element. It has the automatic. It has the same thing all Hyperions have, which is a +1 after each consecutive shot. Resets at the end of the round, so if you fire it 2 times, you get a +1 on the second one. If you fire it more, you get more. Sorry, resets at the start of your next turn, meaning if you make an attack with a reaction in the middle, it also counts towards the plus whatever.
Whatever, you have to let you make a reactionary attack with a shotgun.
I mean, literally, you have somebody in your party who does that already.
I don't know, anyone want the guns?
I mean,
Each one has an ability. Each one has a little side bonus. You can use a bonus action to reduce your movement to 10 feet per 10 feet for the round, but in return it puts up a shield that absorbs some damage.
Oh, one of the shield guns.
It's a bonus action to pop out the shield, and it reduces your movement to 10 feet, but it does absorb damage, the first 15 points of damage.
alright, who uses shotguns? It's me?
I use them.
Me?
Huh.
I mean, I technically use shotgun, but I only rarely break mine out, so I mean, that'd be very,
Sounds like a weapon for Terry to have 15 extra points of health.
I'll
yeah!
take one of them.
Yes! Wonderful idea. Good point.
Which one are you giving Terry?
I advocate the
Do you guys
shot.
give him fire or shock? I
Whatever.
just spoke. I think somebody else answered.
I said I advocate the shock.
Okay. Any objections?
Nay.
Mm-mm.
No.
Motion passes.
Gotcha.
Does Nessa have a close range gun?
I think it's a
She's a pistol.
Give your pistol and sniper, I believe.
Yeah.
You have the fancy pistol too.
Yeah.
She'll look at that eventually.
I forgot about it.
You want a shotgun?
No.
You can probably use it while you're riding a velociraptor.
Wait, I have to ask. Does Nessa have that, like, slightly, like, not, like, necessarily pompous, but that studio of Jacobs is better because you know Jacobs and you've made Jacobs?
Yes.
Brand loyalty, understood.
She does not use anything but Jacobs.
Does Jacobs make swords?
No.
They do it.
Oh.
If Ness is the one making them, yes, because it's a Jacobs who made them.
Don't say that
Nessa will not do that.
out loud.
Oh.
You already did. It's
I
too
know.
late.
If I was really rude, this is when I'd remind you that the guy was in the room with your food.
Oh. That'd be very rude of you, Matt. Yes.
I mean, I kind of felt like that was,
I know, I
us
was making a
talking
joke.
above game for all of it.
I was making
I
a
was
Alright.
going to go and turn to him and realize, oh shit, he's in the room.
It was, I was just making
I
a
know.
joke. Calm
No,
down.
that's a joke. That was me joking with you. I'm like, oh, now we got silence witness.
We've left you a statue, and we've left you a memorial statue of our time here.
Hey, buddy, nice to see you. We have something for the airlock. Let's go put it outside.
Barry, please escort them to the airlock. Don't you mean have them escort you to the airlock? No.
I have two more here, but it'll probably have to wait for after session because I have to look up the one online, and I cannot do all of this at the same time.
Yeah.
For what?
But I'll give you the basics of one of them is a buzzsaw from the one lady, and the other one is a set
Buzzsaw?
of knuckles from her.
That's pretty
And
cool.
Knuckles.
Yes.
I don't know if the knuckles are going to beat your D10 fist weapon already.
Okay, but I need one to offhand punch.
That's what
I
you
will
use
give
with
you
your-
the statistics for that afterwards.
There.
I have most of that one. I just have to look at some of the details for it, but I will get that to you after this.
I will
Um,
also ask
so-
for the puzzle just because I think those.
Yeah, I have to. Like I said, those two I have to look up. They're actually based off of normal items, and I just don't have that on hand, and I can't do that without possibly interrupting my call right now. So,
Yep.
I can get that to you after the session.
Okay.
Okay.
We're at a weird spot because we might have combat, upon trying to leave immediately or just following fuckface there.
Are
we-
you
we
guys
have a,
still going
We're
to
having a
call?
nice neutral meeting. We might
Yeah,
have a fight
but actually be
after
good.
our nice fight, our nice having a drink and now talking, sit down talk. That's gonna be afterwards.
Yeah.
And Barry's
Are you
actually
guys-
100% serious about the fact this is going to be an entirely neutral meeting. Yes.
Oh. Oh, I know.
As if he will
I
punch
asked
you in the
earlier, you-
No, like to the rest of y'all. He will punch you in the face if you try and break the neutrality. Please don't. It might not go
And
very well.
other news, I have to ask: are you guys still going to call Bo? 'Cause you guys, I'm going to say probably with the number of people in your group and how dirty you are, it's like an hour and a half in to finish up everybody's showers.
Yes. Somebody call Bo. Does Clay want to call Bo?
Clay
No.
currently has his Echo hooked up as best as he can to the translator.
I guess
And it's
I'll
like-
call Bo.
It is the programming equivalent of elbows deep in this.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to do it for being awkward.
You want to be awkward with him? All right, I'll let you be awkward with him. That's more amusing.
I swear to God, if you open this up with "Hey, future husband,"
Do it. You got her now.
no, now he has to one
No.
up that because I've mentioned it.
No, we know that his current wife is still alive at the moment.
You were
Well,
warned
well,
about the current wife.
We don't know his rules on polygamy, though.
You do not.
Dial it up.
All right. Dials through, picks up, and he's like, "Hey, Tanya, I'm assuming group. Great timing. I
Hello.
do have some news for you.
We have lots of news too. You first.
All right, so you remember when you all asked me to try and find you some ancient targets to hit to try and get some info on them?
Uh-huh.
I have a few of those.
You're in space.
There is. All right,
Just
that
get in front of that.
changes some of my stuff, but less than you would think. You know what? Let me finish, and then we'll get. I'm gonna need to know why you're in space, just to say.
Look up
All the way back
opportunity.
into the moon.
Well,
And,
we were an opportunity, but then the lens attacked, and then there's a giant worm just
All right.
flying in the air. We
One thing
left.
at a time. Hold on. Let's pause for a minute. I'm gonna need one thing at a time. I'm gonna get this off my chest because that sounds like a lot. So I was gonna say is I have 3 options. One of them is out of the park probably, but the other 2 are pretty reasonable. One is in the Iridian Waste. Don't know what they're doing there, but if they might have, it seems like taken a old Hyperion one and reused that. There is one near the in the general proximity of where there used to be a wildlife park of some kind. I just have to give you coordinates. It's not exactly near much. And then the third one, which I was going to say was the least likely, now is no longer the least likely, I guess, is the one on Elpis. That was a ways out into one of the rock fields. I was gonna say you probably wouldn't be wanting to hit that one up because, you know, off planet, it's a little hard to get to. But all of you seem to be in space now that I've given that I can give more details on this later. I feel like I need some answers.
Yeah.
Giant
In
gravity
fairness, you
worm
can refuse, but
Kinda
I just love to.
collapsed all the buildings, and the lance blew up the road out. So we hitched a ride. By hitched a ride, I mean we paid someone. After we got a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but enough money. There's also a lot of other strange things, like we met Nessa's brother, and don't know what happened to him. He might still be an opportunity, might
brother?
not.
The worrisome
Brother.
one.
That's where he freezes. You guys can get the visual out of him pausing and staring through which brother.
The worrying brother. The kind of
That's good.
They're both
scarily intense
concerning.
one.
Did that save
Okay.
that save on Tanya's sheet? I hope it did.
We've not seen him
I
since
just-
the worm escaped.
It's Evans. I could just give it to you. It
Evans.
literally just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw him, but then the worm escaped, and he was coming straight towards us, and we were, not liking us, so we ran away. And then the worm escaped and, broke everything.
I got a few.
I spent a bit of time buried under a building.
Barry's buried. I got a few words out of
You
Evan.
good? You okay?
I'm alright now.
No. I'm assuming you're alright, Barry. I feel like dropping a building is an inconvenience. No, Nessa, are you okay?
Yeah, I fell down. I fell down.
I
Yeah.
think he meant mentally.
I meant in general, you ran into Evans. I'm concerned.
That is a loaded question.
Evans got treated like a cartoon character, and then he got hit by a big old spinning wrecking ball crane and sent off into the distance.
Is that what happened to him?
Yeah.
No, Barry
He jumped
actually
at
asked that. Is that what actually happened to him?
Yeah, we jumped
Pay
at about the same. We jumped at about the same time off the building, and I landed on the thingy, and it was very slippery. And I made
guy?
it down, and yeah,
No.
Dylan.
Yeah. Hey, I can hear you again. Right.
Okay. And I made it on the thing, and then Evans jumped after me, and Evans didn't quite make it because it was spinning, and then it just kind of whacked him like a baseball bat off in the distance.
Well,
What are the chances that you got this on video?
You can check the Schmeat cam. No, I don't think Schmeat was still in the building at the time.
Schmeat cam?
yeah, they've been streaming stuff.
Does the Schmeat
There's-
cam still work? Has it been on the whole time?
You just hear deep inhale as he like folds the hands over his face and nose.
Yeah, trust me,
Yeah,
it doesn't
like-
get any easier being closer to it.
It doesn't.
Deep
You should have
breaths.
seen. You should have seen Dakin's face when he actually had to interact with these people. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dakin's on the spaceship with us.
We're gonna go have drinks with
I'll
him
be right
later.
back. And he walks away from it for a minute. And you see as he sits back down and he just has a beer. And he just
Yeah.
grabs it. He just grabs it and pops the top off.
That's fair.
Okay, so allow me to summarize to make sure I got this right. You were all attacked by a giant floating gravity worm.
Wasn't directed. It appeared
were
where we
reminded
were,
I didn't think
but it didn't have any
was.
direction
I was just
to
assuming
it.
fuck off Pandora, but alright.
No, it seemed to have been mutated from something. The crystal went after the one that did it, I think, but I don't really know what came of that. Too much shit was
So
happening at the
somebody
time.
made the giant
Yeah,
floating
yeah. There's
gravity
an
worm.
ancient. wasn't
And then
there
it
some
proceeded to
ancient people
berserk.
some ancient cylinder or something. They darted it. They darted the worm or something.
I don't know how much we saw, really. But this
Crystal was not
pretty-
the only one who got info on it at the time.
I don't
And in
remember what I
fairness, y'all
got.
have been fucking going constantly, and she hasn't really had a chance to share.
Yep.
What was your bit
Yeah,
there, Brad? Sorry.
So I don't remember what I got.
I think you got the rifle.
You got from it that you saw that Dart was clearly able to know the ancient and a serial number.
I remember they were being pulled towards the thing inside the building, and I couldn't grab his body at the time. I don't.
No,
So
the
I
giant
grabbed
whirlpool
his
it made was-
shotgun.
The body got
Or his
pulped,
sniper.
but I think you have the rifle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you got the rifle. You didn't really get much out of him besides a ruined echo and the rifle.
Oh yeah, he kind of died. I don't remember how. He just did. You know, gravity worm and all that. But I did get his rifle, the one he used to mutate it, and his broken echo, which I made sure was broken, so it couldn't be tracking us. I think. So it's not much, but it's something.
All right, I need to restart my summary again every time I try to do
Yep.
this. I feel like y'all throw me another left hook. So,
It's kind of.
you were in opportunity doing something, and while
We went to see a
there,
worm fight.
watching a worm fight, I'm gonna assume said worm got mutated by Anshin, started going crazy, floating with gravity. That's a new one.
I think the lance.
While this was occurring, the Lance took it. This sounds like the Lance attacked at the same time, causing issues. All of you were in the middle of this, trying to get out. During this, somewhere, Evans attacked you. You hit him with a crane.
Well, he hadn't attacked
Got
us
out.
yet.
He's just chasing
Okay.
us very intensely.
He was just walking and running kind of menacingly.
Kind
But
of
he did-
menacing.
I don't know, kind of. It's weird. He didn't shoot me on sight, and he had a slight bit of dialogue with me.
Kind of like a surprise. I thought she was dead. Let me go talk to her, type of thing.
I don't know. He was very vague. It's kind of really hard to read him.
Yeah, that's a pretty general consensus on him.
Do you remember what he
Man.
said?
Matt, can you remind me of what he said exactly? I remember loosely, but I don't remember exactly, and I don't want to get it wrong.
Oh God. I didn't write down exactly what he said.
Hey, I don't
We're gonna have to
remember
go back
this.
and
What
listen to the
about
dialogue.
you?
Yeah.
It exists.
He rewatched it recently.
It
So,
does,
yeah.
but I was skimming through a couple of the episodes to write the recap. I wasn't getting
Yeah.
every nitty-gritty detail.
That's fair.
I'm gonna have to apologize here. It has been a long minute since that session,
About 2 months.
and I
Yeah.
do not have his exact words down.
Because it was something along the lines of, just don't get in the way.
That sounds about right. He was fairly vague, and he didn't want any interference from you. The only
Like
bit,
some-
if I remember right, the only bit of hostile intent you remember is he seemed to have some fairly, the barest of hints of aggressiveness towards Barry when he very roughly threw Nessa.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't. Yeah. Barry threw Nessa out to try and get her out. He didn't seem to like that. He said we wanted to stay safe. We could get out of the way. We should get out of the way. Something along those lines. What was going on? It was really busy. Building was coming down and all.
Yeah.
How is it every time you leave this town, I get news of even worse and more, batshit crazy things every time.
Barry leans into the communicator like a whisper. I think this is bad luck.
God, it's Clay's teenage years all over again. Anyways,
And we can all come back and stay there after this whole business is wrapped up.
If you want to risk it.
anyways, upon doing this, all of y'all managed to get out of said problems, get to said vehicle, get onto a spaceship, and are currently in space.
Oh, we robbed somebody before that.
Going to Elpis. Clay's got a Iridian decoder thingy.
Yeah, we got Clay a new toy.
Can you just tilt the camera, it sounds like, at that point? Basically, there's just Clay in the background muttering, writing furiously on a notepad, and tapping furiously away at his Echo.
We're
with
trying not
like
to disturb him.
data screen pulled up.
We're trying not to interrupt him.
Please tell me you weren't an opportunity just for his obsession with the Iridians.
Oh no, we were looking for Dakin, but I mean we were there, so we might as well grab it anyways.
And I suppose that's the good news. You did manage to find Dakin before he got off planet.
Yeah, we're gonna go have a nice neutral drink, and then we're probably gonna beat the shit out of each other afterwards. But before that, we're gonna have a nice neutral drink. Oh, we even actually found out what happened to the part of the key that he had. They stole. Apparently, he gave it to sold it to the Tundra King, and so it might still be in the ruins of the town that the Tundra King was in.
You know what? Okay. You know what? That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
He just reaches out and he makes a note of. He's been making an odd here and there note of several things.
That also might be Lance territory at the moment.
Yeah, but as far as they're concerned, everywhere is Lance territory.
Yeah, they might
Show up
actively be.
everywhere.
They might
Well, I
actively
can give
be
you
there
some
unless they
good news
abandon it.
then. I don't
Go
think there's much
on.
Lance presence on Elpis.
Yeah.
So
How about
there's a little bit
Anshin?
of that
Is there a
for
bunch of
you.
Anshin anything up there?
I only got a little bit of info on the one site.
Alright. It seems to be a bit of a problem.
I think you run into the issue there of Anshin isn't known for a standing. They aren't a weapon production, so they don't have as much standing army usually.
Yeah.
Since they have vending machines everywhere, are they just everywhere then?
Pretty well.
Also, how come their vending machines never work, or they only have like 2 things in them? And wouldn't it make sense for people to beat them open and take the things anyways, unless they did destruct the stuff?
A, it is digistructed. B,
In which case, how
if
come
you
they
beat
always
them
run
open,
out?
you don't get them. C, yeah. And
Hacking.
they run out because limited power, I'm assuming.
Mm.
Supply and demand. If there's
Barry
less of
knows the
something, it
power of
immediately becomes more
balls,
valuable.
not know the power of Digistruct.
I don't know. It's easier just to drink people.
Or explode them.
That too.
Takes a longer drawl of his beer.
Although if I explode someone, I don't really regenerate any of my own blood or organs or bones back.
I wonder if I could. Barry shifts conscious. I wonder if I could do that. Trying to think if I could. It'd be fun. A small health boost whenever you explode somebody. What if there's grenade
Every day
launch
of this
pad?
planet.
Probably some radiant thingy or some high-tech thingy where you could get to make it go back to your shield or something. That's
Yeah, yeah.
That's for sciencey smart people to figure out, though. Anyways. Any more good news?
No, I was mostly calling to give you the heads up about Anshin bases. Or, well, sorry, I was mostly hoping to give you info on the Anshin bases, and instead we got this whole debacle.
Yeah. It's been a day, alright.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
For that,
Given
you
the
send us-
situation of you guys with the Anshin and Lance, was the Lance attacking because you were there?
I think they were where
Or was
we
that
were
already
there.
a thing? Because that sounds like a whole thing to
I
be.
think that was already a thing, because they didn't actually attack us, like, at all. We were just caught up in the collateral.
The worm showed up shortly beforehand and it engaged the transports as they came over the bridge. As to their provocation for actually heading that direction, unknown at this time. Apologies.
Also, could you send us just a detailed information list on those other sites and this one? So that way we just have it written down and can just look at it.
I'll give you the coordinates of the 3 bases and the little bit I got on there outside.
Alright.
I didn't
Should
get
be able
too
to go
far into them. You'll have to go there to get more.
Should be able to go on a deal and talk with Dakin. Then after that, we can then go and bother about the Anshin base. Should be fun, right?
Just so long as whatever we have left in the backpacks is enough to get, O2 kits.
That was my next question. Is if you guys had O2 kits, since it sounds like this was an impromptu trip.
Very much so. Very impromptu.
Is the
We
moon
were,
still weird? Are we gonna get looks if we don't call them Oz kits?
What?
What?
Yeah, they call them Oz kits. You'll probably get some weird looks from the locals if you don't use the same language.
Understood.
Weird
And
looks
you know
isn't
how
they'll
small
attack
towns
us
are.
and we need to smash their heads in, or more weird looks like you're an idiot?
Weird looks like maybe a bar fight, nothing that serious.
You're a tourist, not a local.
Pretty sure they kill people with bar fights.
Yeah,
Also-
sometimes. Most bar fights aren't intended to be that lethal.
Ooh, well, if they try to kill Barry, that just means we get to take their Oz kit.
Yeah.
And then Schmeat has lunch, probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was good with his plan, and then you said Shmeek got lunch.
I mean, they don't need the dead bodies,
Hey!
right?
Something happened with Smeet, actually. A while ago, Smeet started acting very differently and calling himself Alistair, and was very horrified by the whole Smeetness. Up to the point where somebody tried to feed Alistair some human, and then Smeet came back. He just looks very confused about why he was so short and Schmeat in biology.
Head just slowly turns to look over at Shmeet doing whatever Shmeet's doing at this point.
Yeah. Somebody named Alistair.
Just keep
Wait,
that
did
name in
anybody
mind
recognize-
whenever
rolling
we...
in a.
Go on.
Probably currently fighting a blanket, or not a blanket, but a towel, like rolling in it. You ever like drying a dog off?
It's
Yeah.
kind of winning.
Didn't he recognize the other guy from a while ago or something? Matt?
He did. And then he went back to being Schmeat.
Yeah. But I mean, did any of us recognize were there for that dialogue?
No, not exactly. The recognition happened because of visual, not verbal.
Yeah, we've been interesting times recently, man. Interesting times. I was not
Sweet.
expecting any of this when I left that monastery. Even for Pandora, this is getting a bit odd.
Well, I made the right call on the group, I think. I will ask Schmeat, do you still remember any of that?
I think we said it was like a blackout episode, so he doesn't really. It's like
He has vague
fragmented.
impressions right now. Like, it's not as fragmented, it's just now more impressionist than full.
So he knows he knows about Alistair, but does he think he's Alistair?
He has the name now because, well, other people in the group called him Alistair, and he has the vague impressions of him being Alistair. Of, like, those vague impressions of, like, the initial disgust at what he was doing, the vague impressions of having something to do, of needing 3 items. Nothing
Living where-
specific, just vague little bits of it right now.
Just gonna seem like paws fighting the towel, and just little sideways hand.
Given where I got him from, whenever we find that place on Elpis, let's try to cross-reference that name that he has scarred on him, and his Alistair thing, and see if we get any results.
Good.
I say, praying that the tech person in the room is paying attention.
Nessa's not paying attention. Nessa is messing with text.
Nessa has a lot to clean out of text from all that debris.
The exposing person was also zoned out for a second. What? Actually, I have a question. Since there's gonna be a whole limited oxygen thing, is that gonna pose a problem with my little explosives? Like, I know some of these places it's very bad idea to explode, but I mean, is that also a problem up there on Elpis, or is that more of a it's fine, there's just less oxygen, yada yada?
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on where you're at, kind of like here.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, sometimes oh yeah, you're in like a tunnel and something. It's like, yeah, no explosions. But sometimes it's like, it's just not gonna be very effective. At times it's,
I feel
you
like
might send off a chain reaction that's gonna kill everybody. So I mean,
I feel like it's a good general rule of thumb that if you're in a sealed area
no explosion.
that
Yeah,
has
I got
that has an atmosphere, don't blow up near anything like a wall,
Yeah.
critical function. If you're out in the
just
open,
near
I
the wall.
should work, I guess.
All right. Just figured I should go and ask, because sometimes it's like just won't work very well, or other times it's you get sucked out or something, right? And bad things will happen. Other times it's chain reaction that kills everybody instantly type thing. And it's very important to check first, because nobody wants that last option to happen.
Please don't
Everybody-
blow a hole in city walls or anything like that.
I mean, not unless they give me a reason to, but that'd be very not good if it happened.
Right.
I think you people have had a very negative effect upon my morals. Just standing there nodding head. Yeah.
In light of all of this, anything I can do to help?
Unless you have some contacts on Elpis, don't know.
I don't got much up on Opus. I kind of keep down to Pandora.
Anything you want us to say to Clay, or have him call you back when he's done with his doodads over there?
He'll call when he's not buried.
He's always buried. Or driving.
He does a lot of driving, yes, but he's also got a lot of nice toys and got to see a lot of places. With free bodyguards.
At least he's not buried like Barry was earlier.
Yeah, that wasn't very fun.
We'll try to keep an eye on him. Okay?
I appreciate that. Oh, just try to get everybody back in one piece. And stop dropping buildings on yourself. This is the second time y'all have told me about somebody getting hit with a building.
That was a worm, the other one was
Those
a
were
monkey.
me.
Things like dropping buildings around us.
We have yet to drop one. To my knowledge.
keep
anyway.
getting
I
dropped
stand
on us.
by my statement. Stop getting hit with buildings.
That's the different statement.
You're gonna give
I
me gray hairs.
I can't promise that
Don't you
something
already
won't
have
throw
gray
a building
hairs?
at us on the moon.
Don't be mean. Don't be mean to...
Just
Poor
as
man,
the falls
that's
like, oh, my heart. When you say that, don't you already have grays?
Salt and pepper's a very good look.
very
This
distinguished.
is only speaking facts.
Ness is being mean. Good bullying the
Getting
poor man.
bullied by
He's been
Nessa.
very helpful.
Look what Pandora's done. Nessa's bullying me now.
She's grown up so much. Or just
I'm not
traumatized.
bullying you. I'm sorry.
It's alright, Nessa.
Alrighty.
Give me a call if y'all need anything I can do.
Alright. Have a good drink there.
I'm about to have 3 more.
You might need them. Again, we're very sorry about well, I'm very sorry about all of this, but I don't know what's
Well-
going on anymore. It's just
It is what it
escalating.
is.
It's just escalating at this point.
It is what it is. This planet has a tendency to rise to a challenge.
Ooh, keep us updated on the stuff that you'll probably get like propaganda and stuff if you look into it, I mean, at least, from whatever comes on the HoloNet, but can you keep us updated from what you can see, or if you have any contacts there for opportunity, or maybe if there's anything that you see that has to deal with Evans or anything related to that, or maybe anything else contacts you.
Or if you're going to look into this whole Thunder King thing, Bob.
Or that too.
Oh.
I was gonna hold off on this until you guys came back, but it sounds like you might be a bit. Nessa, you may want to check into some of the announcements about the corporation.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That,
About Jacob specifically.
uh-oh. Oh, that sounds positive, right? Right?
What about his voice tone said positivity?
I don't know. I could help, alright? I don't want to have her hear bad news.
Well, do you want to stay around to comfort Nessa and listen to anything or that, or are you just going to go and drink and we'll talk to you later?
I don't think I can do much to comfort Nessa from here.
You have a nice voice that can say good words.
Yeah, we were very bad about that. We're very bad at that.
If Nessa wants me to stay on while she does, I will.
You want to be direct about it, or do you want her to find out whatever it is from an Echo article?
I want her to read it so she has a better idea what they're saying and not me paraphrasing.
All right.
Oh dear.
Okay. Do I just look it up on the HoloNet?
You can just look it up on the HoloNet. It's fairly easy to find. At least you have a fairly good idea this is what he's talking about.
For Jacob's
Okay.
newsletter.
The article is titled that Jacob's family head stepping down, wife to take over business and lead instead.
What?
That's a weird change of power.
What?
Huh.
And hold on, let me bring something up. But basically, as Nessa, it sounds like Nessa's response is that of what, and clicks on the article. Come on,
Yeah,
phone.
clicks on the art.
Downloading spyware.
Fucking come on, phone.
Downloading spyware, alright.
Come on, phone. Hold on a second. I'll have answer in a moment.
Deal with that.
Now you're just
I'm
going to be
waiting on
receiving.
it. There has been a whole process with my new phone.
Now you're going to be receiving emails from Jacobs about gun deals and ammo deals for the next few months.
Yeah, probably.
And you gotta tell us exactly how overpriced they are. Oh wait, no, you're the rich heiress who doesn't know how much money is worth. Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Well, you see, it's not a matter of it being overpriced. It's a matter of quality over quantity. Here at Jacobs.
This is gonna end with us just helping overthrow the fucking family just so we can go put the brother into power. Isn't it? Say leave us the fuck alone. Or leave Nessa alone, and we're just gonna be your fucking bodyguards for this.
Alright. More or less, so the article, as you click on it and start to read it says, in lieu of the tragic news that has recently shaken the Jacobs family, Sterling Jacobs steps down to deal with the grief of the loss of his daughter and the loss of his brother. Letting out a small statement that in his time of grief and need to recover, he is letting his wife, Clementine Jacobs, take over the business and make judgment and run it as she sees fit, trusting her with the future of the company at the moment. Clementine Jacobs is taking on Catherine, her sister, Catherine Walker's, as her current advisor in the on the board of the company and dealings for the future. She makes an announcement. Clementine Jacobs wishes that the best comes to her husband's speedy recovery to continue running the company that he so loved, and her deepest sorrows for the losses to the family. She hopes to do the company justice and bring it up, and if not bring it to a new era, at least maintain the respect and dignity that the company has had all these generations. As she states in one of her interviews since then, this is not just a corporation. This company is a family, the Jacobs family, and we intend to take care of it all.
I'm not dead.
She
I thought they
sounds
were
like
acknowledging your existence before.
she sounds like she has vitamin C.
At the bottom of it says, in the future, this reporter hopes to find in the future which of the children went missing, as none of the well-known, such as Evans, who was thought to be the next heir in line for the Jacobs Corporation, nor one of the darlings of the company in Spotlight, Magnolia. Nash was recently seen at a shooting competition. Jacobs was seen at a shooting competition. Therefore, he is at least in well repute. However, it does seem for the longest time the Jacobs family has had a fourth child kept out of the spotlight. A one Nessa Jacobs that this reporter managed to find the birth certificate for. Unfortunately, it seems this is the daughter that they lost. They recently were trying to keep their troubles quiet as it seemed that she was missing. However, at this time, after the extended duration, hopes are dwindling. This reporter hopes to find the truth behind the matter and discover what has happened, and offers their most sincerest grief and sympathy to the family.
So, did your mother just do a coup d'etat on your family's business? Just take over?
My dad would never step down.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
Bertram.
but if he's
Well-
dead, he might
Heard
be
my
dead,
name.
though, well, or imprisoned. In which case, it wouldn't be him stepping down willingly. It's just your mother might be saying that he said that.
Nessa, wide-eyed, is just gonna look at Barry. Dead?
Possibly, but it sounds like it's more like he's just imprisoned.
Hey, Bertram.
Hello.
Does a lot of this sound like a plan to try and get them to poke them to come out of the hiding or wherever they are to make some kind of public statement or anything, or just to send more people after them to find for either death squads or to relinquish anything related to the title of the name?
Assuming that they knew Nessa whatsoever, and the fact that there is no proof behind her, there's probably about 15 fake ones currently making a video on that right now.
Yeah.
If anything, it could invalidate her claim as being her by doing so.
This could be the first part about them trying to declare her dead entirely. In which case, they're going to mourn her, and the fakes will going to come out, and will, in fact, do exactly as you said, yeah. The first step to making better against said she's not Nessa.
I would check the bounty that you've been looking in on that actually has her description on it, see if that's made any changes, given light of
Yeah.
recent news.
Also, what was your brother doing over there, I wonder?
Looking for her.
Well, yeah, we got obvious, but I mean more like, why? Is it more of a
Well, he didn't seem to
Try
want
to-
to actually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
sure? It seemed like to want to hurt her, but at the same point, the more she wants her to be in secure location, so he can secure his own powers. Or more of a, that's his sister. Of course he cares.
Might be a little bit of both.
It's like she wants to be the head. Like, you're fine with Evans being in charge of the company, right, Nessa? Nessa?
No answer.
What was that?
No answer.
I mean, are you particularly against him being in charge of the
Nessa
company as
doesn't,
opposed
from what
to...
I've gathered, Nessa doesn't want to deal with any of that bullshit. She just wants to be left alone somewhat and allowed to do her shit. Trying to prod her on that's not going to get anything. It's not what
Yeah.
is
And
her
also, doesn't she
thing.
just like make it... Isn't she one of the people who makes guns and everything for them sometimes? Just fiddles with them?
Also,
She
did you guys-
also doesn't want to make her dad upset.
Did you
Her
guys run a
dad
bug?
chose her to be.
It is way too
the-
late to ask that question.
Question.
I didn't know if you did a bug check or anything while I was in the shower.
Yeah, that is a wonderful point. Anyone know how to do that?
The article came out about 3 days ago, by the way, Nessa.
Before opportunity.
Mhm.
Is there any way you could possibly leave a message for your brother somewhere else to, like, you survived, you're not going to tell him where you are, but yeah, you're okay. Think you should do
He
that?
called me. He knows I'm alive.
Wait, he called you?
No,
As in
I saw him.
Well, yeah, but there's also been a giant space death worm since then. Flying death worm.
Please don't
I mean,
be a
does he
space
have your-
death room.
Would he even have your current number?
Do you have his old number? Or his number?
That's probably not safe to call.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I should be calling him.
That's what I'm saying, more just leave a message, like, elsewhere, like... Having somebody else, like Bo, go and leave a message for him somewhere else.
Ooh. Well, if you have his number, you could always just give it to one of us to just send a message through it. Or you could just buy a fake phone somewhere, another thing somewhere else, just to send a message.
And we could just go and steal somebody else's echo device next time we kill somebody. We do that
Hey,
pretty
Crystal.
often.
Hey, Crystal, was there one on that body that you were dismembering earlier?
Nessa.
Yeah.
As you're sitting there staring at the article page, you have a ding as the notification on the side appears of a new article.
Oh,
Oh dear.
what is it?
Would you like to click on the link and try to see what the new title is?
Yeah.
As you click on it, it's Evans Jacobs, grieving or greedy.
Oh dear.
I thought it was going to be a Surveys a Crystal ad.
I was
enough action
halfway expecting
happening.
it was going to be that Evans was actually died during the whole thing and that was his obituary, but that's also been like an hour.
Let's find out what it says.
Read it.
Like I said before, the title on it was Evans Jacobs, grieving or greedy. Yeah, it basically opens up with another of I return distinguished readers. In light of the article I wrote recently, this reporter continued on the track that they said they would. They continued their digging to find out the details behind the missings. The dead Wyatt Jacobs, previous. I'm stuttering over words. Sorry, guys. Over Wyatt Jacobs, brother of Sterling Jacob and CEO of said, co-leader of the Jacobs Company. And the hereafter mysterious and previously unknown child, Nessa Jacobs. Many people in the public Many people in the public watching the Jacobs family with interest always presumed that Jacobs would take over as the next head of the family, leading the corporation into higher and higher reaches. From his notable accomplishments in the shooting competitions the Jacob family also adores, and in the many times they are seen near board meetings or with their uncle Wyatt Jacobs. However, recently I discovered that was not in fact the case. This reporter, through various sources that must remain unknown for their safety, Nessa Jacobs was recently turned 18 and...
My god, that cutoff was so dramatic. It killed the Echo Net.
Matthew, you're gone.
They have been silenced by the corpse.
Matthew, you're gone.
Oh, it's perfect timing.
She turned 18, cuts off.
He was silenced by the government.
Gag order.
What corporations do.
He had an Anshin vitamin earlier. Fool, it was timed.
Message redacted.
That was dramatic, Matt.
Where did I cut off?
At saying that
18.
18.
At what? You guys spoke up at the same time.
18.
Said recently it was discovered that Nessa Jacobs turned 18, and upon which was declared the next heir of the company, leaving Evans Jacobs out in the dark with not a thing to his name. This reporter has to wonder to themselves whether or not Evans is simply a grieving brother, or perhaps felt spurned or spited by his sister, very much an unknown, and from the best of understandings of this reporter, not looking forward or training to this position. This very well could be a case of corporate espionage or old grudges coming forth, but the timing of it is suspicious. So the real question is, what is Evans Jacob doing? He's been seen recently on Pandora. Is he making moves in the company like so many backstabbing corporates have? Or is he simply a brother grieving, trying to do what he can to find his sister? This reporter intends to find out and will update you further, readers, when they know.
Well, does he know?
That one came out just now, so they don't have any more. The most recent article.
There'll probably be something on Opportunity out tomorrow. We gotta have time to type the stuff up. Or within the next few hours, maybe even.
Whatever it is you do, looking over the article, this reporter is disgustingly well informed, so take it with a grain of salt.
I'm wondering if the person that I wonder if it
True.
was the guy that we met that talked with us there, Mo.
The one who offered something, mercenary something. Whoever it was.
The guy that jumped in between us on the couch.
Yeah, the
Milo.
Milo.
Sketchy possible friend.
Now, which one of us was the one that saw him do what he did? Because one of us did.
Tanya was the one who saw them act.
What'd he do?
That was me above.
Tanya's the one who watched them take a shot that caused Evans to be that hit Evans in the foot, knocking his feet out from under him and causing the beam to hit him.
I don't remember that at all.
Yep, that was the only reason he didn't
that's-
make it over.
Yeah, somebody else interfered, causing Evans to fail his check.
I don't think I don't remember if I'm sure that was Tanya that saw that it was Milo.
Yep. Because Tanya was the only one that was up high enough right there on it as it was happening.
Okay.
Because you made the comment of I was hoping to do something, I was hoping to talk, but Milo.
Talk with him.
I let the explanation go earlier because I assumed that you were just
the ones who
obfuscating.
did so.
No, Tanya's very open. It's been 2 months, though.
Yeah, no, it's also you guys literally just got out of the shit show.
A lot happened. Eric, feel free to ask if I'm misremembering something, as Tanya is very open for the most part.
Something appropriate to butt in. Carry on.
News article.
Nope, that was it for today's update, for today's article.
All right. Huh,
It was a shorter one that was throwing some suspect out into the air.
We'll have to check back in after within the next few days, or keep an update frequently on that.
I don't want to believe that Evans hates me.
Why would you?
Well, I'm not sure if he likes me.
Well, don't worry about that. Why would he hate you? And what evidence have you seen to support that?
I think he's used to a world of everyone that backstabs everyone, so he's just kind of trying to protect you, but doesn't know who he can trust.
Ignoring his possible motives, sightlines were there. Dude has guns, and people react with terror whenever they mention his name. If he wanted to be a problem and start shooting people, he probably would have already. Don't assume they hate you.
He also did have a clear line of sight across if he really did just want to get rid of you. Oh yeah. Can we pull up the
Don't
bounties?
want to get myself in trouble.
Matt.
Do what? Sorry, she started to speak. I didn't want to cut off.
Like, can we pull up the bounties like you had asked brought up?
You can.
Great.
Bringing up the bounties, you will now see that it is no longer just Nessa wanted for corporate espionage. It is Nessa Jacobs. It is more so, it's basically inverted from a wanted poster in the criminal sense, more towards the, in the bounty sense, and more towards the Nessa Jacobs wanted found alive. The bounty remains the same.
Shit.
Huh.
So it can no longer try and kill her before then, so need to do it a bit more discreetly once they have her under their control.
Did any of the other people's change?
Not yet.
Bounties.
Make
What
sure
does
we
the rest of us have?
to make sure it doesn't say that we possibly are are possible kidnappers.
Oh no.
Nothing has popped up like that yet.
All right.
Area wanted for 250,000. Purchase for 1.7 billion. Nessa's for 3.2 billion. I'm 6 billion. Tanya's 0. Smeet is Smeet.
None of us have bounties then? I mean, well, any changed bounties, I mean?
He said nothing
All the same?
changed.
Just,
No,
just the
bounties
title.
haven't changed.
Just
But
as
also,
the
you guys
title.
have been acting on Pandora. Pandora doesn't usually cause the biggest shift in bounties because it's Pandora and nobody reports crimes.
But now we're going to Elpis, which might change things, I guess. But it still counts as Pandora.
Gotta have a bit more money to be up there unless you were born there.
You need to be able to afford oxygen.
And like shaky hand at neutral area.
So we need to
Alright.
blow up the moon. Alright, gotcha, understood.
Nessa, rev up the giant space sniper.
We use moons as bullets now, boys.
Alright, did you just ramrod a moon down there?
Can
like
we
a
get the
smoothbore?
disembarkation before you call it? Because it's about midnight.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in
I have one
transit.
last thing for you guys.
Oh.
Nah, you go and put them
Barry.
in like you going. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Well, sorry. Repeat your question, Eric, before I forget.
I said I don't want to be in transit, and then I went, ow.
In transit.
in transit.
No, okay. That's okay. I got that part for this. So, you guys weren't taking off and flying after this. I'm assuming there's like a little bit of time for everybody to kind of process what happened here.
Yes.
If there's any chats
Right.
we would have during this time, next time we can pick up, we can have those chats just to make sure we have them. But time crunch, so. Time's arriving. You guys are flying. You guys hit Atmo and break it into space. There were no big leaks, so you guys took off with relatively quickness. As you guys are arriving towards Elpis, you guys start to hit and fly along over it until you hit its gravity field and the light pool that Elpis does have. As you guys are going over one of the stretches, Barry's echo pings.
Alright.
You have a call incoming.
I accept the call.
You hear the fun, familiar voice of, "Hey, Barry, Stack in here. About that drink, I'm still up for it, but it might have to be a little bit later tonight." As you see him moving and like the visual in the background, as he's like fastening something onto him, and he is like pressing a button. You watch as like a very thin, like projected, like semi-helmet appears over his head. Very thin, very clear one. I will have to meet up with you a little bit later. Unfortunately, I can't land in Concordia with you, so just wanted to give you a heads up. Still down for that drink. But until then, toodles. And you watch as he slams his hand sideways and hits a button, and he's just out the back of an
Funny, he
airlock.
ejected himself out.
Barry
Huh.
just Barry's head is just like tilted like a bird, just like, what? Alright. What happened?
He went out the airlock to run away from us.
No, I think he's still in Concordia.
Might be
Said
wanted
he's
there.
not landing there, but he can meet you there.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that happened.
And after you hear that, like just a few moments after that, you hit, "All right, everybody, buckle up. We're landing in Concordia." To all my lovely passengers, who I'm in a better mood now, thankfully, enjoy your stay. Not telling you to fuck off. Have a good one. Somebody will be along shortly to escort you out.
Alright.
Yeah. Maybe next time, if we have to ride with her, we can eat at the captain's table.
And not, just
Like we
show
did.
up late.
Kind of like we did with Steelbeard, except less stabbing.
As everybody
Yeah.
as a crew member shows up and starts to lead you guys out of the ship, we will call session there.
Alrighty.
Anything for closing.
No.
I was worried.
Hey
that
guys, you
we'd
did
have
really good for a collapsing building.
Mhm.
The only
Was
difference
worried
is
you'd
you
have-
guys were the one to break this one.
It's weird, you know. Enemies are breaking the buildings around this time instead of us.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's definitely weird.
Bye.
Bye.
Squaw.
Later.